2 years of mental tears, cries a suicidal Vietnam vet who fought a losing war on a foreign shore to find his country didn't want him back. Their bullets took his best friend in Saigon, our lawyers took his wife and kids, no regrets. In a time I don't remember, in a war he can't forget. God forgive me for what I've done there, because I never meant the things I did. And give me something to believe in, if there's a Lord above. Give me something to believe in, oh Lord, arise. My best friend died a lonely man in some Palm Springs hotel room. I got the call last Christmas Eve and they told me the news. I tried all night not to break down and cry. The tears rolled down my face. I felt so cold and empty, like a lost soul out of place. In the mirror, mirror on the wall, sees my smile, it fades again. Just give me something to believe in. There's a Lord above. Just give me something to believe in. Yeah, Lord, arise. Sometimes I wish to God I didn't know now the things I didn't know then. Road, you gotta take me home. Street, like bodies in an open grave. Underneath the broken old neon sign, they used to read Jesus saves. A mile away live the rich folks, and I see how they're living it up. What a poor, they eat from head to mouth, the rich is drinking from a golden cup. It just makes me wonder why so many lose and so few win. Just give me something to believe in, if there's a Lord above. Oh, something to believe in, oh Lord, arise. Something to believe in, yeah, if there's a Lord above. Something to believe in, yeah, Lord, arise. Give me something to believe in.
Hello, hello, hello. How's life? How are we doing? My brain is not great. We're listening to my liked songs this time around and not my stream playlist because I'm done. I can't. I gotta listen to this or I'm gonna pass out. So yeah, I do not have the willpower to listen to like the stream playlist because I hate most of those songs, but they're fine for stream. So we're listening to the actual playlist. So if the songs are just like out of left field, that's why. They're just my songs. I like them. Yeah. So welcome back. My throat. Yeah. No thought. Just art. I feel like if you remember if you were here like a year ago, I feel like when I did the Wilbur piece with like the gore and the wings, like my brain is half off, half on. So I might say some weird shit. And we might just be jamming to music half the time. Because I literally was like, I don't even want to stream, but I'm talking to myself again. So that probably means I need to stream. So we're streaming. I just threw this together. I didn't, no thought. I was just like, what if I did a guy sitting? So we got a guy sitting. I'm so fucking done. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe not. 10 p.m. for you. Yeah, it is 10 p.m. I did not have a great. I had people be like, "Are you sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing?" And it was just tiring this whole week of people being like, "Are you doing enough?" Blah blah blah, and I just fucking done. I don't care. Like, I've been too nice. I gotta remember that people are assholes or something. I don't know. So yeah, we're doing this. Fuck you, Layer Styles. Yeah. So, had a shit week, but it's probably fine. What of it? So now it's just like that mixed with a random amount of artist block. It's not artist block. I don't have artist block. It's like idea block. So I'm like struggling with idea stuff, but not like. It's mainly because I want to do gore because it's spooky season, right? But like I have no good ideas for it. Honestly, I might just end up like having guts spill out of this guy because fuck it, right? It's like at this point I'm done. But yeah, it's just gonna be a bunch of ramble thing. I actually want to do some value shading here. Let's do it with the. I haven't used brown in a bit. Yeah. So how's everyone's week? Hi, Silent. Happy to see you back. You haven't been here for a couple streams. I missed you. I've been looking for you. It is 10. I know I haven't been streaming much. I've had shit, but yeah. Midterms are over. I technically didn't have any midterms, but I still fucking felt like I did. Yeah, that's that. I'll turn that down a bit so you can hear me a bit more. If the music's ever too loud, just shout at me. Let's just throw some values in here. So if you haven't noticed, I got into a new fandom. Life is good, not complaints. No complaints, yeah. Yeah, so I got into a little new fandom. Mainly, listen, I still, like, I have an urge to do techno art right now, but, like, I also have an urge to do this kind of art, so it's just, like, also, a lot of the techno pieces I had, like, waiting, like, I had a lot of ideas for, they're all, like, angsty, right? And I feel like if I do, like, I have one techno piece where I really want to finish it, but I don't think I could. It's like from Dream SMP where like techno dies. It's that one, and like I don't know if I'm at a weird spot where I'm an angst artist and a gore artist, and I want to make gore and angst art of techno, but I don't think I've not seen any angst or gore art since he passed, and I don't want to be like, here's it, you know? And then them be like, why isn't it happy? And I'm like, I don't do happy art. What did you come here for? I come and bring you tears. Like, I don't do happy shit. I don't know. It's just been weird. It's been a weird thing where I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's that sort of stuff. So that's what's been restricting me from techno shit, which is probably, I should just do whatever the fuck I want and not care about it, but yeah. It's just easier to do something else. Just less brain power. I want the light to come from here. I should probably add the hat, but yeah, that's been that, you know. So as soon as I get over that hurdle, I'll probably get more techno art, because I do have a half in progress of him being in limbo, but you know, it's not probably gonna get finished anytime soon. So yeah. What's another thing? Oh yes, this is the fandom I've been in. It's RP. It's roleplay. It's a video game roleplay. Because apparently I have a type now. I don't know. Does it help? And of course it has like 2 billion hours because what do you want from me? I sit at home and do art all day. I can't have like 5 minutes of content. It has to be a long ass content thing. Like literally all my art takes like 9 hours to do. So like I just sit down and I watch a stream for 9 hours. And then I'm like, wow, brilliant. Where's more? It's 9 hours story plus all the streams every day. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. The problem is they're Australian. Which isn't really a problem, technically. But it also means they constrict with my stream time. Like, the British streamers, they would stream during 6, and I don't stream 6. I stream at night, because I get active at night. Like a little raccoon or something. But Australian streamers are just like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna stream at 2 a.m. I'm like, oh, fuck me. So yeah. That's fun. It's mainly just me watching VODs all day, which is fine. Overwatch 2 came out. Are you going to stream that? Yes, I am going to stream Overwatch 2. I do not have... Listen, I am not good at computer games. So PC games, because my hands are too small that if I play a computer game for more than 45 minutes, my hand starts to cramp, and I literally, I'll play Minecraft by myself, right? And I'll be like, oh, I'm playing Minecraft and I'm building, whatever. It's just building, nothing like crazy. And my hand, my ring finger, my pinky will cramp so bad that I can't move it for the rest of the day. So I just try to stay away from computer games until I get a smaller keyboard. But I do have it on Xbox, and using the controller does not cramp my hand. So, late November, I'll be able to play it. And I've been watching all my Overwatch 2 players, like Frogger and Sleepy, Emon, and now I'm watching IDDQ, and I'm like, God. I'm not at that level at all, but I want to play Overwatch so fucking bad. I just want to be a healer. I just want to be a Mercy and Moira main. Leave me alone. Let me heal my guys in peace and make fun of me in the corner. Yeah. So, yeah, even though I'm not really good at that, it should be that fun, yeah. Also, no voice chat, because unless it's with friends, because fuck that. Toxicity. That's mainly why I don't play most games, is because of the toxicity, and I just don't want to fucking deal with it. My favorite hero is Lucio. Lucio's fun. He's a pain to play on Xbox. But once you get a hang of him, he's pretty fun. Everyone's always why are you playing PC? Again, hand cramps. Fuck it, right? So I had this idea in my head and I just went with it. I had no planning. I was just like, yep, this is idea now. I love the strategy behind Overwatch. It's just so fucking fun to watch it too. Sometimes I'll just hop into pros games and I'll be like, yeah, you should do this, you should do this, you should do that. Also, I'm so excited for the PvE. God, the story. I'm waiting for that story, fam. I don't know if this is interest to anyone, but I am a story person mainly, and then the gameplay second, always, and that's always been how it is. But for me, I haven't done fan art for it because of toxic community, and I just don't want to even attract them nearby. Campaign lore, yes. I'm waiting for that campaign. It's I understand that they just re-released Overwatch 1, but new characters, but at the same time, I'm okay with that. So, I don't fucking care. I'm like, I liked it. Only reason I haven't played it in a bit is because I didn't bring the Xbox to college. So like that's really the only reason I haven't played it in a bit. It's not that I hated the game, it's just I was just like, yeah, okay. Okay. So, you know, it's not I don't care because it's free now. Yeah, free boy. Okay, so let's draw this hat. Sometimes I can draw it, and sometimes I absolutely fuck it. So, we'll see. I can never like when it's either a complete flop or I fucking nail it, and there's no in between for this hat. And you gotta make it big because I don't know. Oh my god. I think that's decent. I don't know. This fucked look. It looks fucked. I don't know why. I think the perspective's wrong. It's already a complex perspective, and I'm just adding a bigger. God, because it's a complex perspective, and he's like up here. You want it to be like smaller, but it's big, so you have to be like somehow figure that fucker out. Okay, so big rim probably comes down about there on the face. Straight lines save me. I should probably be doing homework right now, but I don't fucking care, and I don't want to. I need to be looking up ads. One of my homework assignments is we have to board out an ad for a product. My group's product that we picked were headphones with a apocalyptic, like escape to reality sort of vibe to the commercial, or just to escape to a different reality, because we were like, oh yeah, that's fun. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm ignoring mine. Basically, I was like, hey, teacher, I'm failing my homework. Any help? And he's like, stop failing because you kind of suck at that. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I'm just gonna go cry. So, yeah. It's fun. I don't know. It's weird because I'm taking like almost the exact same. I'm taking basically the exact same class at the same time, right? But it's by two different teachers. So like one of my classes is like literally the exact same as the other one, but it's like different things. So like, and it's so funny because one of the classes that's literally the exact same class follows the exact same book, everything. It's just I'm really good and I'm like succeeding like A+ in one, and I'm like really close to failing in the other. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this? What? I think it's just the teacher's approach on it. Like one of the guy that I'm doing good in, his class is more less on like, let's perfect your process, and let's more just perfect like, I don't know, like his is more on like, oh, I'm just assuming you already have the process of how you work down. I don't have to teach you how to work. I'm just gonna let you do what you do, and I'm gonna teach you tips and tricks on like angles and framing and everything. And then the other guy is like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna teach you angles and tips and stuff, but also I'm going to teach you how to work. And I don't work like everyone else. I mean, like, look at this. I'm already putting shading in, and I don't even have the full sketch out. Like, so it's interesting. It's just the guy that, like, is like, oh, work like this is the class I'm, like, struggling with, so. Which I've always been like, I'd rather the teacher just trust me that my process works, and let me go instead of trying to handhold me. And then they're like, no, I want to handhold you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, I don't know. I hate handholding in homework and shit. Because I'm just like, just let me go. Just let me do my shit. Can you trust me a bit? And they're like, no, we can't trust you at all. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'll fucking just... Usually I fail those classes, which is kind of what's happening. So, interesting, right? I don't know. Okay, this comes in here. Also, I'm probably gonna discuss feelings silent, but like, I know you probably don't know anything about this fandom or this community, so just be like, oh, interesting, fam. I don't know, or just leave. I fucking. I literally yesterday I was like, wow, I'm gonna hang out outside and like take time for myself and be like productive. And then there was a Halloween party happening, and then I promptly ran inside. I said, fuck that. I'm anxious. I've been really, honestly, I've been really anxious this term. I don't know why either. Like, just this term, I've been just like, yes, I totally understand. Yes. Yeah. This term, I don't know why. It's like I was chill last term, but like this term I've been like super anxious. I'm like, oh my fucking god. Like, I'm like, god, I'm fucked, you know? I wonder if it's, honestly, I've been wondering if it's because I've been, last quarter or last semester, I was in classes with all like babies. Sorry, freshmen. And now I'm in all classes with like seniors and grads. And I'm like, fuck. I'm the baby, and I'm not used to being the baby. I'm literally the oldest kid in my family, besides like one of my cousins. And then I was always the oldest in school too, because I was held back in like preschool. So it was like, I've just always been like the oldest, and now I'm like the youngest, and I'm like, what do you do? How do you do this? Send help! What the fuck's happening? So yeah, that's been a thing. Probably fine. I just been anxious, boy. I've been trying to get people to play Halloween multiplayer game, which is kind of like Werewolf with me for Halloween, but no one responds, and now I feel sad. It'd be like, I just want to play. So like if you played like Mafia or like Werewolf, like the card games before, it's like that. But it's like first person horror game. With a little bit more like movement shit, called Deceit. It's free to play, but no one will respond to me. And I'm like, I'm trying to be social. That's also not the horror game, if we do get to 600, that I want to play. There's 2 horror games I'm thinking about. One is Little Nightmares, and one is like a gore game. So. And probably whatever Static recommends, because he just plays all the horror games anyways, so, okay, you know. But yeah, I'm just fucking stupid. I even, like, on Halloween, like, I don't even have a late class. Like, I was, like, hoping maybe I'll have a late class, and then I can wear my, like, tiara and, like, hair jewelry and shit. But I have, like, only an early class, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna... I'm not waking up early to slightly dress up just to hang in my room all day. Nah, fam. Halloween, fuck that shit, you know? So maybe we'll just play a horror game anyways on Halloween. I don't know, not on Halloween. Probably the day before, because let's be honest, fuck that shit. On Halloween, I don't know. I'll spend it with streamer. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do on Halloween. Because last year I had a 8 p.m. class on Halloween. I was like, oh, that's fun, you know? Like, go to class, draw some techno shit, have people think it was my female princess character, me not correct them because I don't want to be seen as a nerd, and then go home and sleep and watch not a horror thing. God, it surprises so many people that I do not like horror. Literally, maybe my camera will work. Okay, so I've been staring at I've had this, oh, sorry, screen. I had this sketchbook, right? Fuck. Okay, wait. It's gonna make a noise, don't mind it. I just unplugged my little flash drive with my shit on it. I lost my flash drive once. I swear the janitor threw it away. It was actually really interesting when I lost my flash drive. I lost my flash drive, and it was the same day that someone tried to break into our school. So I was a little distracted on getting out of the classroom because someone was trying to break into our school. And then they were like, why did you just leave your flashlight on, or not flash drive, or flashlight, but like flash drive on the table? I'm like, because someone was trying to fucking break into our school, you dumbass. And he's like, oh, you should really pay attention more. I'm like, the fucker was out. We have glass walls. Well, windows leading into our classroom. And then they're like, why didn't you just take your photo? I was fucking stupid. Let me see if I can show. This didn't work before, but it might work now. Okay, we're gonna unplug this so it doesn't fucking glitch the fuck out. Okay. We'll see if this works. Where shall she be? OBS. Oh, it's big. She's big. Let me see if I can grab her. I've been trying to get this set up too, because I feel like I should get this set up. UBS. There we go. There we go. So, I have a Filza sticker on there too. But here's the sketchbook. Let me see if I can get the light on it. But, I've had this on my sketchbook since The Thing, which I have not watched at all. But there's gore. And I love it because there's gore. But then I will not watch because fuck gore. I hate watching gore. So, yeah. Also, hi, I'm real. But yeah. I was actually gonna draw on this today. Oh, let me not show my name. But I couldn't get my camera working earlier. So here's some boards I was practicing on. Some angsty shit. Blood and everything. Bro, I like that. There was a Waven pulling out of its skin. It's fun. No way, real life? Yeah, fucking real. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Or zombie crow. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe. I need to make sure not to show my fucking name. I have my name and email at the start of the sketchbook. Yeah. And then this thing. I like this thing. This was a nice thing. But yeah, it's a score thing. Alright, so. Lock that. Move that out. Get the fuck out of my way, Cam. No one likes you, and no one ever will. But yeah, so. Ooh, it's gonna be there. Okay. But yeah, so. Back to drawing a hat. But yeah, so it's like, I've had, like, I love gore and shit, but then it's like, at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to watch gore shit. What the fuck, gore? Ew. What? Me? Gore? So I've been staring at that, and I'm like, wow, I should draw gore, and then I can't come up with an idea, and then I feel sad. Damn, look at that PC setup. Yo. There's literally nothing here. A little bit of trash, but that's about it. I do want to do a, like, in real life stream. Or not in real life stream. Basically a doodle stream, but a doodle stream in my sketchbook. Or, like, pull out my clay and do some clay shit. Because I do like clay shit. Someone reminded me the other day, they're like, oh, what would your younger self see, what kind of art you would do? And I'm like, honestly, my younger self really liked clay. Like, really liked clay. Younger self really liked doing clay shit. Like, I was like, wow, if younger self could see me now, they'd be like, where's the sculptures? And I'd be like, fuck. But honestly, also, younger self would judge me greatly. They'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Putting yourself out there? Are you crazy? What if people figure it out? And I'd be like, oh fuck, man, okay. Now you make me self-conscious, small me. Drawing your favorite character? What if you get them wrong? I'd be like, fuck. Fuck, man, I can't have a conversation with my younger self. So yeah. Probably good. Probably good it's not younger me. Younger me was an asshole too. They just didn't have the words to express how much of an asshole they were. More of an asshole than I am. Literally, younger me did not have friends. By choice. So, it wasn't friends not by choice. It was just no friends by choice. So, if that said anything. I have grown. Now I don't have friends not by choice. I try. I'm just bad at it. So yeah. Okay, so I have to get this shit off my chest because this lore's been happening for 2 fucking months. It's not lore. Meta. They call it meta. It's lore. It's been happening for 2 fucking months. And it started when I made concept art and the guy I was watching got kidnapped by gunpoint. And was about to die. And I was like, wow, I'm making concept for a guy that's about to die. And I was very happy he did not die, because then me posting a concept art of him in his Discord would have been really fucking awkward. So yeah, that was a thing, and I was like, wow, good job not dying. Now I can post concept art for you. Here you go. Everyone else crying. We were betrayed. Oh, thank God you didn't die. Here's some concept art. Good job, good job. This character I'm drawing, is it like a character I watched that, like, before I watched his perspective, I was like, oh, he's the dark brooding type. He's like, you're gonna be like, wow, fucker, this man's the badass of the group. He's gonna fucking murk us all in the dark of night. Like, that's him, you know, the guy with the wolf on his, like, t-shirt or something, right? It's not like Hunter. Where you're like, wow, he a badass, but he kind of cringe for it, you know? And then I watched his perspective, and I was like, God damn it, he's a teddy bear. So, I immediately fell in love. It's like, God damn it, this character. Man be doing this shit to me. Also, what's very nice for me, and what I think is the main problem with the Dream SMP fandom, and what I think Wilbur and, like, Tommy and all those guys should have done, and what Slimesicle did, which I was very happy about, is their fucking names, their streamer names, aren't their character names. Because that is the fucking godsend. Like then people can be like, I hate Jesse, which is this character. I hate Jesse so much. But then, like, the streamer that plays him doesn't get the hate. Because people can, like, identify differences. I don't know. I was just like, God, that's what I've been saying. Like, just play a character, and then people don't get confused. There is one character in the thing that does get, like, the streamer gets a lot of hate for the character's actions, but I swear, I mean, everyone kind of gets hate for character's actions, because everyone gets way too invested, and it's really kind of funny, because it's all just pixels, ones and zeros, right? But one of the people in it named their character, like, their name is Pez, and then their name is Pez with, like, their name is, oh, this color's too, like, their name is Pez like this, and then their character is Pez with one Z, and no one fucking cares. Or it's like, I'm just gonna use one Z for everything. And then they run into a lot more problems. Luckily he doesn't fucking care, like, much at all. But it's still, like, people can't really, like, separate the difference unless they can have a different name to it. Because people are fucking dumb. And that's understandable and okay. But it also it's shit sometimes, you know? Also, there's supposed to be a lawn chair, I just don't want to fucking deal with it. So I just haven't touched it yet. So yeah, anyways, character basically went to limbo. I'm gonna put this in Dream SMP terms. Character went to purgatory. Evil character. It's like a Wilbur character, right? But, like, more chaotic and less, like, poetry shit. Character name is Dundee. Dundee is a psychopath, but he wasn't always a psychopath. Well, he was always a psychopath, but he was less of a psychopath before he got shot for the first time. Now you may be wondering, how the fuck did he survive for the first time? Well, here, listen here, child. I'm just doing storybook mode, don't mind me. Listen here, child. For the first time he got shot, it was kind of his fault, but no one really wants to acknowledge it was his fault. But that's okay, because, you know, everyone's criminals in this world, so, you know, it's fine. It's GTRP, no one fucking cares. Anyways, first time he got shot, he kidnapped a judge, and the judge was like, fuck it, kill that man. And, the chief of police accidentally said it in front of Dundee in the back of his cop car while he was arresting him. So they were like, fuck it, we need to ocean dump this freak. And it's like, ocean dump is like, shoot them in the head over in the water and then they die. And then they go in the water and, like, lose all their memory. And Dundee heard that and then he's like, fuck, that's weird. I'm not gonna say shit. And they're like, oh, fuck, he overheard it in the back of my cop car. Oh, fuck, we gotta go ocean dump them. So they go over, they fake a kidnapping, ocean dump him, and he's gone. He's missing for multiple days, like a week or something. Oh no, I wasn't watching. I was watching. What was I watching? I was 21. I was probably watching, honestly, I was probably watching when Wilbur, or I was 21, I was watching, Dream SMP spin their wheels for the 100th time, and be like, maybe the Arctic, Empire will attack today. No, I think Tommy was in exile. I think that's what was happening. Tommy was in exile and Dundee was getting shot. So, you know how it is. And so it was just like, wow, I guess that happened. Okay. Oh my God, where'd he go? The police trying to cover it up. Oh shit, that's probably bad. This couldn't be wow, the police are corrupt in the fictional world. Oh shit, and also in real life, but we don't talk about that because we don't want to be put on a watch list. But I'm probably being put on a watch list for even telling this because they don't know it's GTA RP where it's just fake shit all the time.
All of this is in a video game or in my art, which it doesn't matter because I already ripped out the shoulder blades of one of the characters and made them into skeletal wings, and I still love that piece very much. So Dundee come back and he's alive, but he's not alive without a consequence. Smile. And Dundee goes and he's like, fuck, I'm alive, but I had to make a sacrifice. But he doesn't tell anyone his sacrifice because his sacrifice needs to be kept a secret. His sacrifice was he made a deal with the god of death, where he must bring chaos to the world, or he will be sent back to purgatory or limbo, and limbo sucks, and purgatory sucks, and no one likes it there, and we all shouldn't be put into purgatory, basically, is the thing. It's cold, but like unnaturally cold, and like it's kind of like a snowy island, and all you need to know is bad. It's whatever it is, it's bad. And Dundee don't want to go back there, so he's like, I'll agree, I'll make chaos, and like at first he was like, I don't want to do this, but then like Norman, which is god of death, Norman came at him with a knife, and he was like, wait. Don't kill me with a knife, please. I can be killed with a gun, that's fine, but don't kill me with a knife, that's weird. Okay? So, just let me go back, I'll cause fucking chaos for you. I am too proud to be killed by a knife. So you're just like, okay, fuck it, I'll go back. So he goes back, and he caused chaos for like a whole ass year. And he'd be chaotic as fuck, you know? He goes and kills a couple people, and he's like, I'm causing chaos. I blows up the cops a bit. He's like, oh my god, wow, chaos reigns supreme. I'm a fucking psychopath, and everyone's like, yeah, Dundee a psychopath. Wow. Eventually, Norman comes to him, and he's like, wow, you know, you've been hurting a lot of people outside your club, which he's the leader of a gang, by the way, which, you know, is a little bit an issue, but, you know, it's probably fine. It's called the BBMC, Bondi Boys Motor Club. And he's like, wow, I've been hurting a lot of people outside my club. I like my club how it is, and we're on an up good arc. So we're gonna keep it as an up good arc and not go bad. And then Norman appears like out of like thin air, and who's just like, hey, Dundee, guess what? It's like, what do you want, Norman? Fuck you. It's like, well, hear me out, man. I know you've been hurting a lot of people that are outside the club or outside the gang, but like, what if you hurt people inside the gang? Peepo shy. And Dundee was like, please no, I don't want to hurt anyone inside my gang, Satch. And Norman's like, but you could hear me out. Dundee's like, fuck it. You know what? Yeah, I saw a skull in the middle of, I saw a skull and a bird feather in the middle of the garage, so I'm gonna fucking kidnap my husband. So he kidnaps his husband. It was actually kind of funny to watch because he came up. I was in Barry's stream at the time, which is the guy he kidnaps. He came up to Barry and they were doing like a meth run, right? Or not a meth run. I'm definitely being put on a watch list. Fuck it, right? They were doing like some sort of like drug thing because, you know, role play and not real. And I gotta keep reminding everyone, this is not real. It's fictional. It's fictional. I've never done drugs in my life. Besides medical ones, or like medically prescribed ones. And even if I could, I can't, I'm like limited. Even if I like had the option to, I'd be fucking limited as fuck. Because I have a phobia of needles and I can't swallow pills. So I can't. I'm fucked. I can't even if I wanted to, you bitches. You know, like, fuck off. So it's just like, it's like I have a panic attack every time I see a needle, and I can't swallow a pill. So, yeah, I can't do drugs. checkmate, bitch. Checkmate, FBI agent. So it's just like, whatever, you know. And so they're like hanging out in there, and like he's being a spotter, and like Dundee just rolls up, and he like gets out of the car, gets into the guys that's like overwatching, like everyone be safe, and he's like, the fuck you doing? The guys and like Dundee, like if they're in the car, right? This is the box car, right? This is my guy that I'm watching. And then Dundee walks into the door and like sits here, and he's like, this guy's like, you can get into the passenger seat right here. And he's like, no, I'll stand here. And I'm like, God, this man's pointing a gun at the back of this guy's head for sure, because it came up all weird like too. He's like, all right. He's like, are you betraying me? He's like, the fuck? Man, you're the fucking leader. I'm the fucking VP, you know, and second command. I'm gonna take off this jacket. And he's like, no, what the fuck? Why would I betray you? Hey, we should get you out of the debt. By the way, this Dundee guy's in like $3 billion in debt or something crazy because he has no money management, and he just gets thrown in jail all the time and gets fines like crazy. So, you know, fuck it, right? And he's like, wow, I'm over here like doing like peaceful little concept art, drawing a happy old goldfish, whatever. Wow, that's a little weird, but you know, it's probably fine. Man is like, you're right. Are you sure you're not betraying me? It's like, no, what the fuck? Why would I fucking betray you? Says Barry Benson, which is definitely, I know it's the fucking B, and I've been keeping his last name out of all my art because I know half my fucking Discord would be flipping the fuck out if they knew his name was Barry Benson, and I've been hiding it from all of you. Haha. L. But especially since when I was little, I saw the B movie and freaked the fuck out and couldn't watch it because it reminded me of Bug's Life. And I said, fuck that shit. It reminded me of what is the ant one? The ant, Bug's Life, and the ant one. And I was just like, fuck that shit. I'm out. It looks like bugs. Can't do this shit. A fucking freaky movie. But yeah, so it's just like, okay, well, you know, whatever, you know, it's fine. It's probably nothing. Gets in the car. He's like, wow, maybe I'm gonna surprise my husband by getting him out of the day. And at the same time, it's him like trying to be like, wow, what can we do to make his life feel better? Because he's a little paranoid at the moment. But you know, let's make his life feel better. And while he's planning that and driving home, Dundee is having a fucking mental breakdown, and he sees a skull in the shed, and he sees a bird feather, and he's like, I know what I have to do. He's like, I'm going to murder him. And it was just so funny to watch like live, because you could like switch between the two streams, and one of them was like Dundee being like, I'm going to murder my husband. I'm gonna murder Barry. And then Barry's over here like, I'm gonna give Dundee the most happiest gift ever. It's gonna be great. And then he's like, get in the car, Barry. He's like, okay, do, happy-go-lucky, happy, cheery music, rainbows and sunshine. And then it's just like, oh, fuck. Gun gets pulled. He's like, everyone starts screaming. It was kind of funny, not gonna lie. And then, you know, as they're like doing their little bit of like, why are you pointing a gun at me? This is kind of weird. There's context for the location he brought him to. It was like where like another like shit storm happened. But we're just focusing on the Dundee shit right now, which there's a lot of it, but we're just focusing on this one thing. And so he brings him to this thing, the little torture room, like with a bright light behind him. And I'm like, dude, the cinematic potential behind this scene is god tier. I'm still doing koi concept art at the same time, so I'm like, please don't die, Barry. I don't want to post this in your Discord when everyone's crying. Please don't die. Okay. And it's just like, okay, well, you know, whatever. Dundee's over here like, I have to kill you, Barry. You've betrayed me. And Barry's like, the fuck are you talking about, bitch? What the fuck? And Barry quickly convinces them, like 2 seconds.
being like, nah, fam, you're the one betraying everyone. And he's like, oh, fuck, man, okay. I guess I am betraying everyone. And I'm like, dude, that was like the most like, like you went into that with zero plan. The plan that Dundee had was zero because Barry just flipped his mind in under 2 fucking seconds. It was fucking stupid. I was like, man, he just went in here being like guns blazing. He's not gonna question this. Immediately questions it. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. I'm like, God fucking damn it, man. Okay, because that's how we're playing it. I was so excited to be like, let's like talk about it between each other. Oh no, immediately convinced. Plus 20 to the roll, natural 20 on convention, persuasion roll. Like what the fuck? But yeah, so he's like, you don't have to kill me, and then D's like, fuck, maybe I don't, and then Norman appears. Norman's this weird trench coat guy. He kind of looks like a Peaky Blinder guy, and you're just like, wow, and you know what? Fuck it, man. Peaky Blinder man with a bowling hat and everything, and just, or not bowling hat, but like a little like Peaky Blinder hat. And I'm just like, fuck, man, Peaky Blinder man gonna come at me. I saw you were alive, and I wanted to stop here before I go to bed. I love your art, and I can't wait to see more. Thank you. I try to stream every weekend, but school is hard, and I'm not really feeling it tonight, but I am trying to explain to my normal viewers that don't know GTA shit, the recent lore. So if that's what you're hearing right now. Yeah, I might turn, if I like this, I'll just upload this VOD and speed it up as a speed paint. So I'm kind of liking it right now, and I'm kind of just rendering, which is what I do when I'm bored. But I'm glad that you like my art. That's great. Thorn. I'm gonna call you Thorn because I can't say your whole fucking name. I can't read. But yeah, so Dundee, he's like, okay, gets immediately convinced by Barry not to kill him, and I'm like, God, that was pathetic as fuck. But okay, whatever. You know, whatever. I'm down with that. And so what happens is Norman Bones appears, Peaky Blinder looking ass, appears out of nowhere, and he's like, Dundee, you must kill, do it. Sort of shit show. And Barry's like, who's this vampire ass emo fucker? I don't know what he said, but I imagine that he would say that. And he's like, I am death, and here's my fucking crow. Just to add emphasis to the shit. Dundee's like, you can't kill him. He's death incarnate. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. Yeah, you know what? Also, this is the time where I'm like, wait. In my head, watching the stream, because I'm still new to this whole thing, I was like, wait. So, Norman is different than the Highwayman? Everything makes sense now. So that was a whole, like, opening thing, but, you know, whatever. Well, I just watched the replay of Barry getting all the yeses he needed for TJ to join. Yo, honestly, I would cover that one. I'm just gonna give everyone the lowdown of, like, the TDLR of lore. Pax's recovering of the lore. It's just me poking fun at it for 20 minutes. Yeah, so yeah. Honestly, the TJ lore is top notch. I love it so much. I actually just rewatched that too. It's fucking god tier. So yeah, it's just like Bear's like, okay, well, give me the gun. I'll shoot death, you know, as you do. You shoot death. I mean, you know, if you see something you can't kill, you obviously try to kill it. That's obviously what you do. So he's like, I've been told I can't kill this, so obviously I'm going to try and kill it, because that's what, you know, a sane person does. I hope. Oh, okay. So Barry gets the gun from D, and D's like, you can't do it. Bet you can't. No balls. And he's like, fuck it. I gotta do it now. So right before he teleports away, which it very scuffed, but I don't think he had admin powers yet, so it had to be sort of scuffed. He's like, disappears right as Barry shoots.
And it was like, holy shit, this man gone.
Well, I just watched, TDR is a year long for waiting for D to return. True, though. I want emotional turmoil when D returns, which I'm getting to, but I have to explain the whole thing first, right? But I want D to manipulate Barry into being my want for his return is him just walks into Billabong in front of the whole club, goes up to Barry, and just emotionally manipulates Barry into because I think Barry's gonna be like, I'm tough and like not back down from D, but I want D to like push all his buttons because I think D knows his buttons the most, and just push all his buttons until Barry backs down from D. And then he be like, well, you really want this pathetic person? Or like, not even pathetic, but this person who can't even stand up to me, even though he's shot him and everything, just to push against that. I don't know. I thought that might be fun. Honestly, probably won't happen because that sounds slow as fuck, and D does not sound, and like Whippy doesn't like to play D slow, so whatever. But that's what I want. I want that to happen so bad. But, so D's in this room. Barry tries to shoot Death. Does not work because, Death shit show. D's like, you know what? Fuck it. Call down our family. Our gang. Which, at this point, everyone's like, die for the patch. Die. The patch is life and death, and we're gonna fucking die for it, even if it kills us. Because, their whole slogan's like, Bondi till I die, so it's like, family till I die, So, it's just gotta be, And Barry's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, call down one of the... Basically translating it, he's like, hey, Barry, call down one of the kids. We're gonna kill him. It's like, we're the dads, we're gonna call down one of our children, not even like the teens, not even like the adults that have gone off to college, the patch members that have gone off to college and become their own people. No, call down one of the children, call them down, we'll kill them right here. And at the same time, Antonio's like calling Barry, being like, hey dad, where are you? And I'm like, fuck, this man's about to die. Barry's like, fuck no, I love Antonio, bitch, get off. I've had Antonio for one day and I don't fucking care. So it's just like, okay. Dude's like, oh yeah, that's kind of ridiculous now that you've said that. And Barry's like, yeah, the fuck you mean it's fucking ridiculous that now that I said that? You should have thought it was ridiculous the whole fucking time. So it's just like, okay, well, instead, call down your dad. And so Barry has a dad outside the club, like his real dad, and he's kind of like nice to the club. He's like an old, like, honestly, he reminds me of my grandmother, and I don't know if I like or hate it. And it's true too. They talk the same. It's so fucking weird, man. Like sometimes, like Cupcap, which is Barry's dad, will talk, and I'll be like, God damn it, Grandma or Granny. It's my granny, so it's like, God damn it, Granny, not right now. And I'm like, fuck, it's a fictional character. So it's just the fucking weirdest thing. It's like, such, oh no, no. So Barry's like, the fuck, no, I'm not calling down anyone. We're not killing anyone. Why even have to kill anyone for God of Death? And he's like, well, we have to kill someone to leave this room if you're not gonna kill one of the kids, and you're not gonna kill, and if I'm not gonna kill you, then you gotta kill me, or you're gonna have to kill your dad. And Bear's like, the fuck you mean, bitch? But Bear's like, half the time, like, I did not believe in ghosts until right fucking now, and I'm a little overwhelmed, I'm gonna be honest. Dude's like, I've been believing in ghosts for a year. Get over yourself. So D is like, yeah, fuck it, So, yeah. So Barry's like, okay, I know my dad's not awake because out of character, the person who plays Hubcap, which is Barry's dad, was getting surgery done in real life. So he knew he wasn't going to be in the city. So he's like, okay, we'll pick my dad because then he's also not in the club. So you don't have to hurt someone that's in the club / family. And also, he's, whatever, he's not around. So he bought himself time. And he's like, okay, so I pick up, I'm going to kill Hubcap, but like, we can't, he's not in town today. And Norman's like, that's fine, as long as you pick someone to kill. And I'm like, and he was like, okay. So they leave, and I'm like over here like, thank God. I will have to post art into crying Discord. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, fuck it, you know. Barry has goes back to the Billy, or the home, right? They're like home base, right? And they're like, hey Barry, where were you for an hour and a half where no one could contact you? And Barry's like, and I'm like, wow, that's good job, Barry. Not suspicious at all. Next day, Barry's like, wow, someone's gonna shoot me. And also the next day, Colin's over here like, I think Dee's going down the wrong path for no reason. And if I tell Barry, Barry's probably gonna shoot me. So we're gonna have a conversation. So Barry and Colin's the enforcer. So like, Colin's a new character. Colin is high command, but isn't like second in command. Like he's like third, fourth in command. So there's Dundee, right, which is leader or prime minister, right, and then under him is VP. VP was the vice prime minister. Shut up, fucking motorcycle outside. Which is Barry, and he's second in command, right? And then under them is high command, which is this guy, Jesse, he's sergeant of arms. There's Colin, which is the enforcer. There's Junior, road captain. They're based on a biker gang. Biker gang. And yeah, so that's the gist, you know. And then there's the secretary and more high. I feel like there's more. Treasurer. Yeah, he's also treasurer after Pez died or disappeared or whatever the fuck. Got blooded out. Boom, another plot line. We're not even going to worry about. There's too many plot lines. Send help. So this is Jesse. He's sergeant arm treasurer guy. Question: do you cry the day TJ got patched? Also, FYI, it's Eric's in the Discord. Yo, I did not. I don't cry much, but I was very happy. Dude, I cannot do with emotional stuff. Like, I had to pause the stream like 5 times. I was like, I can't do emotional stuff. Like, on stream. For streams, like, whenever emotional stuff happens, I have to pause the stream, take a step back, walk around my room, and then come back and unpause the stream. I did that about, like, 20 times during TJ's patching. I was like, God, emotions, I can't deal with them, send help. So, that's what I did. Or I hide under my desk. Because emotions are hard. But yeah, I was like, I just make people cry. Yeah, friend boy, I miss Jesse. Where'd Jesse? I draw Jesse because I miss him. Yes. Oh God, I'm so happy that TJ's gonna have to ask Jesse to be his fucking husband for like goddamn yes. I just did. So I guess it's crying. That's as close I'll get to crying. The only other time I ever, like, cry is, like, fanfic. And I'm so sorry. So sorry. I don't know why fanfic made me cry. I don't know what the fuck happens there. Fanfic either make me cry, or I have to set down the phone and take, like, a good 2-minute breather, and then pick up the phone and read again. I'm like, fuck. Fuck, man, I'm done. I can't do this shit. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever. So, Colin and Barry, yes, friend boy wedding. I'm you know I'm gonna make art for that shit. You know I'm gonna make art for that. You know I'm gonna make art for that shit.
we're gonna make art for the proposal. When he gives him the ring, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah. Time to cry, bitches. I exist to make other people cry, so I don't have to experience emotions. Suckers. Oh god. I love being an angst artist. So yeah, Barry and Colin, they're about to go to this meeting location. They're about to be also originally where Barry and Colin was like set up where I think they were originally probably gonna like execute D is like right fucking next to the lighthouse. Like how ironic would it be if like they executed D? Also D dies, spoiler. Dundee dies. Fuck it. Okay, spoilers. You know you're coming in here. You're coming here for spoilers. You knew it. So it was originally like right next to the lighthouse, like lighthouse and view. And I'd be like, how ironic. Imagine the fan art if like he died next to the lighthouse. Like I could imagine. Hold on, I'm gonna make new layers for this. Imagine the fan art, man. Like I got a different color. Like we had the D spot, right, and D getting shot, right, and it's just like, oh my god, he gets shot. Wow, this is bad art, but wow, D got shot, and then you have the lighthouse here and shining the light, and like imagine the shadows, man. I just think about this, right? The shadows, like the shadow of D shining on like covering Barry, and then the berries on like the club. I don't know. I just imagine that, and I'm like, wow, that would have been so fucking cool. But then Hubcap had to like ping D to that location, so they can't have it there. And I'm like, well, okay, fuck it. You know, it's still cool. It's still cool. But the potential, the potential was there. Anno said she wants to do a wedding portrait. I can't wait to see all the fan art. Oh my god, yes. Anno was one of the first people I actually like talked to in the fandom, or in the group, in like this community or fandom, whatever you guys are wanting to call it. Anno commissioned me to do the concept art because she liked it in the Discord, and honestly, Anno's like very nice. Yeah, Anno, god, I love Anno. She's so fucking nice. I was like, dude, don't, like, I didn't quote her at first, like, and I felt bad because I was like, she actually, yeah, so Anno, she commissioned me on my birthday, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And at first, I didn't, like, quote her for money or anything. I was just like, you know what, for free, fam, in good spirit, I love, you know. And she's like, yeah, you do good work. And I was like, oh, fuck, man. Now I feel happy, and it's on my birthday, and I was already feeling shit about my art, and now you make me feel happy again. Ah, fuck, man. You hit me in the feels. Oh, no, I like your art. I'm like, oh. Ah. Fuck. Gets fucked. I'm like, ah, shit. Emotions. Good night. See you, Thorn. Sorry if I just call you a random name because I just can't pronounce your normal one. But yeah, so Dundee Colin and Barry go meet, and they're like keeping their cards close to their chest because they both don't want to get shot by the other guy, and they're like, what are you gonna say? And Barry's like, Colin, Dee's gone crazy, and Colin's like, dude, I was about to say that. And they're like, whoa, twinsies. Oh my god, twinsies. We were both about to say the exact same thing, that we don't think Dundee's sane anymore. Wow. So they have a whole conversation, and then they come up to the conclusion that like Dundee's fucking lost it and he needs to be put down, which they probably should have talked to Junior about it like at this point, which is Junior's like road captain, so he's one of the high command, but they just decided not to talk to him for some reason. Probably they said it's because they didn't want Junior to tell Dundee. And here's the thing, I think we fixed the problem now, but the club / the gang has had a big problem with like assumptions before, right? And sometimes they forget, and I think that was a thing that they kind of forgot and Barry kind of just let it happen. Barry, it was Barry's decision in the end, really, because Barry was VP and outranked them all. So, but also it was one of those things where like they've had VPs, vice second in commands portray them before, so he didn't want to do it like without no one there. But it was also like he probably should have got the rest of high command, or at least Junior, the one awake, to like vote on it. But they didn't. So that came like issue in the future. So yeah. Fill in the triangle. So yeah. So Colin and Barry are like, okay, we're gonna shoot D, kill D, because he's fucking insane and he's gonna kill more people to our family, and we can't let him kill the kids. We gotta protect the kids, okay? So they go and they're gonna be like, wow, we're gonna protect the kids. We're gonna do it for our family, all right? Cupcut comes up the mountain. He's like, hi, guy, I'm here, and guess what? I just pinged D to this location. And Barry and Colin are like, the fuck you mean? And he's like, yeah, I pinged him because he wanted to come here and it was a surprise. And B and Barry and Colin are like, that means he wants to shoot you. We gotta go. So Dundee, because it's role play and random events happen, Whippy, which is the guy who plays Dundee, got eaten by a mountain lion on top of a mountain and couldn't respond to the ping because he got eaten by a mountain lion. So right after, basically got eaten by a mountain lion, and he's laying there like 2 seconds after he's like downed and can't respond to anything. He gets like Hubcap being like, hey guys, this is where I am, and he's like, the fuck. So that's a fun lore. So he's just like, okay, whatever. D goes to that location. It takes fucking forever because he needs to be brought to the hospital and then go to that location, and then that's why he doesn't get executed there, which honestly, Mountain Lion saved the game. Play of the game, this Mountain Lion. Let's be honest. It was honestly, it was like, what was it? There was some weird event that happened in Dream SMP that was like that too, where it was just like, I was like, the fuck? Like one of those where you're just like, no shot. No fucking shot. I forgot what movie it's from. But there was one where it was like, the fuck? What you? Nah, fam. Whoa, there goes my eyes. Okay, we're back. My eyes aren't fucked anymore. Okay, we're good. I hate when my eyes randomly fuck up and I just see blur. It's so fun. Honestly, it's like the stressed eye thing that they have in the server where they're like, well, you're stressed and your whole vision goes blurry, and I'm like, well, that's me in real life. Send help. I probably need it. So Dundee finally arrives at the location he was pinged. No one's there, of course, because he was like, fuck that shit. Barry calls Dundee and he's like, hey, you need to get the whole family up here, the whole gang, the whole club up here. I want the whole club here if they're gonna have closure, Also, I might be shooting you, but I'm not gonna tell you that sort of shit show. And Dundee's like, that's really suspicious, because before it was just me and you and Colin and your dad, and we were just gonna shoot him and be done with it, and now you're changing it last second. Maybe you're gonna shoot me. So he goes back to the club and he's like, hey club, listen up fam. And then they're like, yeah, what do you want? I'll do anything. I'll die for you. And it's like, fuck yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the test. We're gonna be meeting someone. They're gonna shoot me. They're probably gonna shoot me. It's probably gonna be bad. I want you, if anything happens to me, just shoot them. And they're all like, what the fuck? Also, bring a gun, but don't tell the people that we're going to meet that you have a gun, because Barry said not let the club see them have a gun or whatever or something. And because he didn't want a repeat of what happened on the island, which is a whole different shit show where, you know, other people got shot. A lot of people got shot. So he's like, okay, that's weird. And Barry's over here like, God, I hope Dundee's not making them bring weapons. That would be bad. I'm gonna call Stevie. And Stevie is queen. That's all you need to know is Stevie's queen. Anyone that says Stevie isn't queen is lying to you. That's all. It's really, you just need to know Stevie's queen, and whoever doesn't think Stevie queen is lying. They're either lying to themselves or lying to you, and there's no in between, or both. I guess there is an in between then. We gotta make that flat. And then, so Stevie gets called by Barry, and Barry's like, hey, did Dundee bringing you all? And she's like, yeah, he's also telling us to bring weapons, but we're not allowed to tell. And he's like, oh, yes. Okay, thanks. And then they arrive, and they first meet up somewhere else, and Colin's over there with his camera in the bush, and he's like, I can't see through the bushes. Send help. Antonio is over here, like, being like, wow, I'm gonna fucking, like, it looks suspicious, it sounds suspicious. Dundee's acting like he's gonna shoot someone's gonna die, and, like, he's literally like, someone's going to die? We're going to meet people? And someone's gonna die once we get up there? And Antonio's in the corner like, wow, I'm gonna die. I can't wait to do that. I'll do it. Don't test me. I'll do it. And everyone's like, fuck man, okay. Apparently Finn and Stevie. Finn is another character. He's the artist of the group. I really want to do a piece. I really want to do a piece where it's Finn in a graffiti park. Dude, I went to a graffiti park in Austin, Texas. I think they now closed that graffiti park or tearing it down to put a dumbass building in the way. But it's basically a park where it's just anywhere in it you can do a fucking graffiti. You can do graffiti anywhere in it, and it changes every day, and it's so fucking cool. And I want, like, and dude, it'd be like, I want to do a piece where Finn has made, like, an alleyway in Vespucci a graffiti park. Like, I think that'd be so fucking fun. And then he just has, like, all his Hellions. I don't know, because he's gonna spray paint all the Hellions, which are the cars that they drive around. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm ready. Send me, you know. So yeah, I kind of want to do that piece at some point, but graffiti takes so much time. Like, doing fake graffiti takes so much time, man. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm doing the feet chains. So yeah, it's just like, also these feet are weird, but we're fixing them later. You just gotta block out color for now. So yeah, it's just the whole thing. Okay. So yeah, Finn and Stevie are texting each other, being like, "This is weird as fuck." Junior is texting Barry, being like, something's happening between you and Colin and Dee, but I don't know what. Can you tell me? And Barry just texts him back, Bondi till I die, which is their kind of like mantra, their little catchphrase thing, their thingy blah blah that like ties them together as brothers. So they're just talking. They're like, wow, Bondi till I just know I'm Bondi till I die. You know, like they're like, I'm for this till I die. The siren's coming. Here he goes. That's what you get for being on the first floor of a building. So yeah, so it's just like, okay. Junior's like hella sus. He's like, this is fucked. someone's gonna die. I feel like, honestly, I think Junior probably suspects that Barry or I don't even think Junior suspects it. I think probably one of the prospects, which is Stevie, Antonio, or Finn, probably expects what's gonna happen at this point. Honestly, I expected like Barry to get shot. I think I was honestly expecting like Barry and Dee to get shot or something like that. I don't know, a mix of them or whatever. I don't know. I was also like, God, I hope TJ doesn't wake up in the middle of this. This would be very awkward because I was really hoping he would wake up at the Billy and then go through the whole thing. Because Dundee at the Billy said, at their home said, if someone shoots me, you shoot them, but not the other way around. Not Barry. Fuck. Fuck you. Oh my god. Okay. You can't do this to me. No, I don't have water. But yeah, so God damn it, silent. So God fucking damn it. You fucker. Oh no! No, how could you? Me, I'm Barry. Anyone but Barry. Please. Please, not Barry, mister. Mister, please. Please, I want Barry. He's named after a bee, please. You're my favorite. Yeah, so I was just like, fuck, Bear's gonna die. TJ over here being like, I was really hoping that TJ would wake up for it, but he didn't. And then he wakes up midway through, and I was sad. Because he didn't get the whole memo of like, if someone, Dundee walking everyone out, if someone shoots me, you shoot them. Club order. You do, if you don't do it, I'll, like, you fucking betrayed the club. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, okay. Shit's getting real. Anyway, so Barry meets up with Dee, and they have a really emotional conversation where, like, Dee's basically, like, they whisper to each other, they're like, Dee literally says, like, hey, I know you're doing something really hard for you. He's like, yeah, I'm shooting my fucking dad. It's like, yeah, well, if you do this, I'll do anything to make it up to you. Oh my god, this gaslight, this fucking, he sounds like a fucking, all, like, oh my god, this man, he literally, like, oh my, fucking gatekeeping. I don't know the terms. I was like, oh, this man, oh, fuck him, you know? And Baron's like, let's just get it over with. I fucking hate my life. Oh my god, man. God fucking, Barry. Barry drives, honestly, I thought, they drive to the location where his dad is. They brought him to a different location at start because they didn't want, like, Dee to just get out of the car and shoot him immediately. And they get there and to the actual location, which is a pier that they like later are like, this is Dee's rest. We don't want anyone to know that we shot him and that he's dead. But at the same time, shut the fuck up, big fucking virus protector. I fucking didn't download. Fuck you. I'm like, wow. Or what is it? Who's Barry? I don't know. Fuck her. I don't know. Barry Benson. The Bee, right? From the Bee movie. That one. So it's just like Barry go over there, and he's like, here's my dad. And he's over here, and then like he puts on the act because he knows at this point that Dee's trying to kill him. And he puts on the act. He's like, oh, hi everyone, how's everything going? I'm just sitting ominously on this mountain waiting for you to arrive. With like, where Barry was like, hey, Colin's waiting for us with my dad, making sure he doesn't think it's awkward. And then they arrive and only his dad's there, and it's very awkward, and everyone knows what's fucking happening. It's so fucking like eerie. It gets to a point where you're just like, man, this man's, he's about to die. It basically arrives and everyone's like, hi, Hubcap, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing great. Best day ever. I feel great. And everyone's like, this man's about to get shot. Literally the most awkward shit show ever. I'm like, oh no. Oh, fuck. It's so obvious. He's like, I hope all of you are doing well. Basically, like, how did you do at school today? And everyone's like, it's awkward. Wow, I hope you didn't fail. And they're like, fuck. Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's like, oh, you could see it coming from a mile away. It's coming down the infield. So it's just like, okay, well, I guess, whatever. They have a big conversation. Barry says, yeah, Dundee was gonna kill you all. TJ arrives with TJ is Barry's son and also friend boy to this guy, which is his boyfriend, which is the guy that TJ's gonna propose to to a friend boy. This is friend boy. And they're gonna be very, very cute together, and it's gonna be so much awkward feelings, but it's okay because I love them, and I don't know how I found. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to find the gay couple. I did though. I was like, wow, I'm gonna watch him because he's a cowboy. I kind of like cowboys. Honestly, with my cowboy obsession, it's just been recent years because I feel like I'm distant enough from Texas at this point that, like, if I get into cowboys, no one will be like, oh, you're a cowgirl. Because I used to get all, like, made fun of in school because everyone would be like, where were you born? I'm like, I was born in Texas. And like, oh, you're a cowgirl because you ride horses. And I felt like shit. So, I didn't like cowboys for a bit. And now I'm like, okay, cowboys are romanticized cowboys are slightly cool, and also learning about real cowboys is cool too. But you know what's cooler? Like, what is it? Pony Messenger Boys or whatever. That's interesting. I would like to see a whole story on a Pony Messenger Boy, because I think that could go crazy. I'd be down, fam. It's like marathon. Right? Just go. Hope for the best. Go, It's like the perilous shit. Like, that'd be fun. I think that'd be a cool story. I don't know. I don't know enough about it to do a story on it, but holy fuck. I would read a story like that. It's cooler than being a cowboy in real life. Now, real life sucks. But it's the only way I can experience stories that don't suck, so we're okay with that. Also being cowboy not that cool actually, but because I think they're all jerks technically, but gunslingers are cool. I don't know. Also, not as cool as mermaids. But I do like cowboy hats. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the cowboy hat. I did have a cowboy hat for a bit, and I loved it. And then I think we lost it in a move. We've moved a lot, so we've lost a lot of shit in moves. My dad said he lost his gun in the move. And I was like, that's probably not okay. And he's like, yeah, I don't think that's okay either, but it's probably fine. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, feel it. Ah, fuck. That's a little. Oof. Okay. Or it might just be in a box somewhere. Which honestly could be either, but I was like, okay, that's a little weird thing to lose. He also lost, we lost his a trophy that he won for running, because he runs shit. He does shit. He runs shit. He runs a lot. Lost a trophy that he not won per se, but had and was very proud of, and then was like lost it in a move, so whatever. And then so they get to the mountain, they're like, wow, this is very not awkward at all. Smiley face. And then TJ comes up and he's like, hi guys, how's life? It's my birthday, guys. Guess what? It's my birthday. And everyone's like, hi, TJ. Happy birthday. We're about to murder your grandfather. And TJ's like, the fuck? The fuck is happening? What do you mean? TJ sits there and be like, bitch, stop. Yeah, TJ's not happy. TJ boy. TJ's fun. TJ has cool arc. Also, he's friend boy, which I did say, but just making sure. I've done 2 pieces of art about TJ. It's like, I like drawing Jesse the most, but I've done 2 pieces of art about TJ. So I just like, okay, whatever, man, whatever, fuck that. TJ comes and he's like, wow, this is amazing. This worst birthday present ever, guys. Thanks though. You can just return it. I don't need it. He's like, but we planned this great party for you. We're gonna shoot someone. Isn't that great? Don't you love that birthday present? And he's like, so I would be happy with a cake, man. I don't need the whole executing someone though. Nice. It was thoughtful, but this one I would like the receipt on. And everyone's like, but we can't do. Nah, you're lying. It's the whole thing, and it's kind of weird. Junior leaves, which is a high-ranking member, and everyone's like, that's a little weird too, but at least he won't shoot us, which I don't think he would have anyways, but in the moment they were just kind of concerned. Anyways, they bring up everything. Everyone's like, wow, that's kind of mean, not gonna lie. And then they shoot D. They kill the leader, and everyone, and then Antonio pulls out a gun because I think he thought he was going to be shot. And he probably would have been. But, didn't happen. And he's like, I was gonna die for this club, and then you shot the guy I was gonna die for. And he's like, the fuck, he was gonna sacrifice you. And he's like, I'm okay with being sacrificed. And everyone questions his sanity for a second, and then they completely forget about it. So, yeah. So then I can't stand this song half the time, but I like it enough to put on my playlist, so fuck it, So yeah, so it was just the thing, and we just let him have it. And then they shoot D, and then everyone kind of is sad. Everyone's like, wow, I liked him. And Barry's like, he was literally gonna shoot you all. And they're like, but I liked him. And I'm like, I'm over here like, oh, Inks time. I'm over here like, wow, how can I make more people cry? Sorry, when I stream a lot, my mouth fucking gives up on me, and then I have to spit up mucus or something other. My mouth hates me. I'm sorry. Mic off, mic on. Yeah. When I stream for a bit, my my mouth decides to be like, oh, you like talking? Let me make sure that you regret it. And I'm like, wow, that's why I don't talk shit. That's why I have to work out my mouth before stream, which I just don't do. Yeah. Honestly, It kind of makes sense with the whole like mouth being shit because again, like very late speaker, mainly because my mouth did not have the strength to speak until I was like 2 years old or something crazy. And then my mouth was like, oh, speaking? Which is so crazy to me. Somehow I went from not speaking and learning sign language because I couldn't communicate till like age like 2 or something to now I stream for like non-stop speaking for multiple hours. So who knows what fucking happened? Not me. And who am I getting to question it? Yeah. But mouth sometimes get tired and makes me cough, so I just try to mute up for that. Because I don't think you guys want to hear me cough on stream. That'd be a weird and kind of rude. That's why everyone covers their mouth. Rude, you know. So that's the gist. And then everyone's sad for a bit. And then TJ makes a deal with Devil because he's like, everyone's sad and I need to make them feel better. And it's cute. But also, yes, please make the angst. I was originally gonna do the Bondi moment video with no music because I wanted to practice, and then I was like, fuck it, I need to do music because I'm getting bored of not doing music. So then I was like, okay, what music? And then I was like, wow, they've never seen animation memes before. Let's do Saint Bernard because, you know, Saint Bernard is good. And then I drew up a couple scenes for it. I actually have it boarded, but I just didn't get to it. I got bored of it really fast. And then I was like, that Mason dropped new songs. Let's listen to them. And then I heard Lessons Lane or whatever the fuck. Lessons Wood Lane. And I was like, this. So that's what I did. And then I knocked it out in 2 weeks. Like a maniac. Like a stupid loser. Mainly because all my friends went off to college and I was just me home alone, and I was like, oh, everyone's off at college and it's just me and I can't hang out with anyone, so all of my one friend left for college, so I guess, you know, I'm gonna do the shit. So I did it, and then and now it's up there, and I'll call them with the Three Kings. It's Hell's Coming With Me. It's Lanewood Lane, and it is Icarus. Those are the Three Kings, and they will probably never pass the Emperor, which is the one I accidentally clickbaited 33k people on. But that is okay with me because honestly, I don't expect anyone to pass the Emperor, the god of my YouTube channel. But I am okay with the Bondi moment becoming one of the Three Kings. It's fine. The power dynamic. Also, I'm gonna add color to this. I just haven't decided how yet. But yeah, that's the gist. This is Jesse, which he had no relevancy in honestly that whole story because he is degen. He wakes up after 2 a.m. So this all happened like normal time. And then this happened at like 8 p.m. You know what? Fun fact, I actually streamed this day. I was like, okay, Colin's like over here like, hey, I need to go meet up with a Barry real fast. Barry's probably gonna kill me. See ya all. And I was like, okay, I gotta go stream. So I dipped and I streamed this day. And then I streamed for like 2 hours. Stream was very slow. And then I was like, you know what, I'll end stream early. I'm kind of interested in this plot line, you know, I'll go see it. I end stream early, like 2 hours in. And I got to 2 hour mark. No one was watching. There was literally like no one in stream. So I got to 2 hour mark and then cut off. And then I went to watch it, and they're like, I went back to, I clicked on their screen, and as soon as I got into the stream, they're like, we have to kill D. And I was like, the fuck? Where did this come from? Last I left, Colin was like, I'm gonna be killed. And now, 2 hours later, I'm over here, and they're like, we have to kill D. And I was like, the fuck happened? I was gone for 2 hours. So that was interesting. I was glad I actually caught it, but because that was cool. But, the actual first stream that I caught of any of the Bondi things was actually I came in at the island scene. Like, Dundee had just been shot by someone else. He gets shot a lot. This time he actually died, so you know, there's that. And then, this time he actually died, and so that's fun. He went to Purgatory. Purgatory hell. But, the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, this... I logged Twitch, went into stream, and I was like, oh my god, who's this? And it was Dundee being escorted off an island by Junior, and they're like, wow, and Whippy is like, wow, Junior is the real one. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's happening, but I'm down for it. Apparently, now looking back on it, it was right after Colin had shot D, for lying and manipulating the club the first time, or second, or whatever the fucking time. And then Barry and Jesse, which I didn't know who they were at the time, was like first meeting Norman, and I was like, wow, I'm invested. I've been here for 2 seconds, but this man's shot down, and he's very scared of this weird bowler hat, this weird Peaky Blinder type shit man on a mountain. I'm interested. Where the fuck is this going? And then he was like, I'm about to die. Oh my god, my son is robbing death. I was like, oh fuck, okay. Okay, I see this. Okay, I'm here. I'm here for it. And then began the process of me trying to catch up. Which was a kind of a big process, but I also skipped a lot of odds, and also, you know, when art takes you forever and you need content and you're fucking sick of your songs, you know, streams are really good. Or VODs are really good, so I watch a lot of Colin VODs and Barry VODs and then TJ VODs. Let's go. I want to do something with this song, by the way. I think this song's really good. I just don't know what to do with it yet. That I have done nothing. It's a really good angst song because it's upbeat slightly, which means you can do some real cool crying shit with it. Also, I want to say the dog at the end, apparently I got everyone, and I love it for it because I wasn't gonna add it at first. I literally did the whole animatic, or the whole storyboard for the Bondi moment, right? And then I was like, this isn't sad enough. This doesn't have the emotional impact I want. You know what? I need to make it more sad. How do I make it more sad? What's the saddest thing in media? What makes everyone cry? Like, if someone goes to a movie and they come out crying, what movie did they watch? And the first movie that came to mind was Marley and Me, because everyone comes out of that movie crying. I'm like, okay, what's different about that movie than all the other movies? I'm like, the dog. The dog fucking dies, or something. I don't know. I never watched Marley and Me, because everyone came out crying, and I was like, I can't do emotions. I don't want to go in there. Apparently the dog dies. So, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't even know if that's a spoiler or not. So. the dog do? And the dog in the actual, like, thing went over to Dee's body, barked at, like, the sky, like, after he died, like, a couple times, and then laid down next to him. And I was like, God, that's fucked up. That's cute and fucked up all at once. And then I was like, thinking about it, I was like, the saddest thing in media is a dog dying, but I can't have the dog die. So what can I do instead? I'll have the dog be sad. And then I put it in there, and it's the most scuffed dog. Like, if you go look at that dog, it's the most scuffed dog I've ever fucking drawn in my fucking life. Like, I'm embarrassed that I drew that fucking dog. But everyone's like, God, the dog got me. The dog fuck off with the dog. I was like, yo, I didn't. Haha. You feel emotions, so I don't have to. You've fallen into my master plan. When your master plan is just so other people feel emotions so you can smile through them. What the dog doing? Honestly, I had the dog licking his blood. Vampire dog. And then when Bazza reacted to it on stream, chat was like, then Kappa eat D, and he's like, no, Copper's not eating D. I was like, but I did make the dog drink the blood, so or lick the blood, so might be eating D. Vampire puppy. I wouldn't be opposed to him. But what the dog doing? What the? Oh my god. I do want to do the, I was thinking about, because all my streamers have been doing subathons and shit, which I can't really do with subathon because I can't have subs. Or no, I can't have subs. You just click on the sub button. But I can't really do subathons because I can't make money off subs at the moment. Even though I have a donation button, no one ever fucking uses it, so fuck it, right? And I feel bad asking you guys because you guys are here every day, and I don't want to scare you away, so fuck that shit, right? But I was like, God, if I ever had like a subathon or like, I don't think I would ever do a 24-hour, but like a 12-hour, I'd be not opposed to doing a 12-hour stream. I would just have to make sure everyone's down to do a 12-hour stream. I would have to like plan a bunch of shit and then probably end with like art. Because I would have to play with people and chat shit stuff. But I was like, if I ever do a 12-hour stream, I would definitely do the tier lists of Tumblr sexy men, or a bunch of tier lists. See who. What donation button? So if you go to the description, it should be up. Let me see. Donation and commissions is Ko-Fi. I haven't advertised it because I don't feel like you guys should have to do that. Like, I'm perfectly happy. I'm making content for. I originally made content for myself because I wanted to make content for honestly, because I just like watching speed paints more than I like looking at final pieces of art. So I made it originally for me, and then everyone else seemed to enjoy it, so I made it, and I posted it on YouTube because, like, fuck it, right? Like, I'm just gonna make it anyways, let's just put it on YouTube too. And then people seem to like it, so we put it on YouTube too, and then, all I want is to beat Social Blade's graph at this point. Social Blade said I would get to 1,000 subs in 2026, And that's after I leave college. And we can't have that shit. We have to hit 1,000 while I'm in college. So, 2 years. Which we're closer. That was when I was at 300. And now we're at 5. So, or it's almost at 6. So, pretty much fair. Also, I think I have a different notification sound for the donations. But don't feel forced ever to donate. Because literally, I'm probably... like, I'd rather do, like, a commission for you than rather you donate, Like, give you something in return. Like, I don't want to be like... also, I'm updating my commissions, so that's fun. Slowly and surely, I will be updating my commissions. I'm also bringing back, $5 MS Paint profile pictures. I get requests from Static to do that, so they were originally just for Valentine's Day, and then now I'm thinking about bringing them back for all the time, but like with the twist where instead of it just being like $5 commission for a profile picture that I did in MS Paint for like 2 minutes or 30 minutes, it's gonna be it's the money that you do will go to a charity of your choice out of a list that I've approved. So, because we should just like encourage donation shit a bit more. You know how it is. And then if you pay more, I'll put more time into it, sort of shit show. But I gotta make a list of charities that I've approved of. I've got a small list already. I'm trying to get a bit more from different communities. A couple more worldwide ones. But it's hard, man. I gotta read through so much shit. Reading's hard. I will BRB. Okay. I don't know what you are doing because I've said a lot of things in like 5 seconds. So I just don't feel forced to do whatever. Unless it's like your homework. And then you're kind of forced to do it, so. Oh, sorry. And I can see for you and me. Ah, died. Dear. How does a chair look? How do chair? How do chair? How do chair? Chair how? How do chair? How do chair? Fold out chair. How chair? Chair how? How chair? Chair how? Okay, there's 4 X's. 4 X's, 3 X's, 4 X's, 3 X's. Camping chairs, this is what I want. Camping chair. How many X's you got, fam? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 X's. You're gonna do it. You're gonna jump scare me. I'm gonna fuck off. There are 4 X's on camping chairs. You wouldn't be able to tell me that with confidence off the top of your head. You'd be like, I think there's 4 X's. Dumb shit. Well, I got someone told me the other day, they were like, why do you even stream? I was like, I'm sorry. It made me feel bad. I was like, fuck. I try. I'm like, what? They're like, what's the positive you do in life? And I'm like, I stream. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I stream. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, cry. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. Okay.
It's the only social activity I do. Also trying to re-get it. Like, I know I've said before that I have given up on therapists and shit shows. Like that. But at the same time, I'm curious, and curiosity killed the cat, and I've already killed enough cats in my lifetime. So we're killing a few more. And this cat I'm killing is curiosity on therapists and just seeing like if I really try to like find one that's good. I've gone through 3 already, so we'll see. All of them think I'm straight. All of them are like, you. The worst one was the one where I told them, like, the first day I was there, hey, I have trust issues. And then, like, 3 months later, they're like, okay, I think I got it. And I was like, okay, what is it? And they're like, you have trust issues. And I was like, fuck off. Bitch, I know. Bitch, I told you first day. Bitch, come on. You're not even listening. Dude, I don't know anything about therapists, but I think you're supposed to listen to me. And they're like, I think you have trust issues. I'm like, I told you that first day. First day! The first fucking day! Holy shit! I don't know. So it pissed me off. Also, the issue where they're like, I think this. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. And they're like, you don't know that. And I'm like, I do. I live in my head. Please leave me alone. Please, I live in my head more than you do. It was like, are you sure? Yes. Yeah. Honestly, well, last time I took, so they recently, or not recently, but like, I used to take like word association tests a lot. Not for mental health shit, but for other shit. And the last one I took, I didn't try to answer how they wanted me to answer. Because I used to, like, I knew what they wanted me to answer, and then I had my actual answers, and I would just answer what they wanted me to answer. Because, they're just trying to test for word association and, like, calibrate and shit show. And, like, the last time I did it, I was like, you know what? I don't really need this anymore. They've told me I don't really need this, that I'm, like, secure in what I have, and I don't really need this. So I'm just going to answer how I actually want to answer, and actually how I think, and see if my results differ. So, like, word association, they'd be like, they would say, light. They would say day, and I would say order. And they'd say night, and I say chaos. Well, it's just thoughts I've had, and they're like, yeah. And it'd be like, it was just, I would just go off, and I was like, I wonder at some point, what point do they, like, take my word associations and then go, do you need mental health? I was like, on one hand, I want to see how far I can push, like, these, like, so-called, like these professionals that learned what to think in books rather than going out and exploring with, like, people until they, like, they realize, like, oh shit, this person's different, or right, like, how far I can push them before they can be like, do you need help? Because I think it'd be fun. And maybe my problem with, like, I enjoy watching people's facial journeys and everything, but sometimes I'm just like, wow, I should not be given power over people. I should not be put in situations where they feel weaker than I do, where I have control in social situations. That's the answer. That. Boom. It's so funny because they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, no. Oh, that's another thing, right? So I realized the other night, right? I was like, I think I know where it started. The angst. I was trying to figure out where angst, like, where, if I could track down, like, where the angst shit started, like, where I became interested in angst and, like, horror and shit show.
I realized it low-key started with me watching one seasons of Power Rangers and then being like, it's either, honestly, it probably started with me watching Planet Earth and saw the cheetah chasing down the gazelle, and I would be like, wow, that's cool. And then people would be like, oh no, the gazelle died. And I'd be like, but then the cheetahs get to eat, so it's fine. And they're like, but the gazelle. And I'd be like, fuck the gazelle. Cheetah eat. And then like the cheetah would die, and I'd be like, fuck the cheetah. Lion eat. And I'm, But, and the other place that it started was, I think it started with Power Rangers. Because I watched one season of Power Rangers because we only had one season. And then, on DVD. And then they were like, we can't find the second season. So you're just gonna have to make up what happens next. And the first season ended on a cliffhanger where the mentor character ended with the mentor character in a torture room, tied down to a chair. So I was like, you know what this means? Time to just make up shit. So it was just me being like, wow. I just make up like, also, I need to cover that. That is messing me up. I see my viewer count. I can't look at that. Go away. Okay. But, so I was looking at my, now it's loud. Okay. So then I was looking at, she's the mentor. I'm like, wow, the mentor character is my favorite. And now he's on a torture chamber. And they just told me to make up the rest of the story because they can't find the second season. And then my brain was like, made all this stuff up, like 20 billion different endings, right? And then finally it was just like I think like I moved and everything, and then I finally, Netflix finally had like the second season, and I was like, yo, I can finally watch the second season. And then like I watched it was so disappointing because they immediately rescued the guy, and classic kids show, no one got hurt, and I was like, my fucking stuff was way better because he got tortured for multiple episodes. and then I was like, wait, what? Why would I immediately go to torture for a kid show? It was a small child, and I was like, probably Clone Wars, because second season of Clone Wars is the Jedi gets tortured to death. And I probably watched that, and I was like, yo, that's how torture scenes go. And now I'm an angst artist. Now I'm do angst and wump 100% of the time. And no one questions me. So I think the only ones that ever questioned me was my teachers but they didn't question me for the right reasons. I drew because I was used to be very heavy-handed, where like if I drew with a pencil, I would 100% it would look like ink all the time, and I had no control of it. So they were just like, wow, I just drew a bunch of like crows because I like drawing animals. Animals were chill. I was an animal girl, like whatever. But I would draw it with really heavy-handed, so it would always look like I'm like scribbling a lot. I mean, even now, look at my style, it's like scribbles. But yeah, so it's just like a fucking mess. And my teacher's like, are you okay? You look insane. And I'm like, probably. But to be fair, I had like imaginary friends and shit, and people usually don't like people with imaginary friends. Even though literally it was just me making up stories because I had no real life friends, because I was like, people suck. Small me was like, why would I hang out with people? People suck. And no one really questioned me for that. So, it's not my fault. Well, I also think no one questioned me for that because looking back on what class I was put into, I think I was put into the class that got discriminated against.
basically, I think, like, looking back on it, I was always wondering, like, why aren't my friends ever in the same class as I am? Why does all the people in my class always suck? And why in all the other classes, like, you know, they get, like, kids that I see on TV. In my class, it would never seem like the kids on TV would be the kids in my class. Now, looking back on it, it was definitely the troubled kids. And they just wanted them all in one place so they didn't have to, like, deal with them in other classes. Which, on one hand, makes sense because they only have to, like, put, like, resources to one class. But on the other hand, like, the fuck, man? The fuck would you do that for, bitch? Fucking hate you guys, you know, like, you really had to do that to a kid, like, holy shit. You just doomed that kid, you know, like, you put the kids into, troubled classroom, like, into a room with, like, fucking stupid people. Oh. Fuck off, you know, like, assholes. Oh. Public school. Luckily, they didn't do that in, well, they did do that. I was like, oh, they didn't do that in, middle school. I'm like, they put me in the same English class as all of the people that needed help in English, you know, so. I get it's like a scheduling thing, but at the same time, it's shitty and fucked. So I was like, dude, there's so much shitty and fuck stuff that happened. It's like I can't talk about it too much because I will fucking break down, and I do not want to break down on stream. But like, because I accidentally, actually this like a couple weeks ago, I accidentally sent myself into like a mental spiral because I was thinking about it. Because I do want to do art of it one day, like not art of it, but art inspired off of it and stuff. And I have like an idea and I have like a style and I have like it planned out, but I can never like plan it fully because I always spiral too much before then. So, you know, I thought I was like, oh, I'm chill. I've talked about it on stream enough times where I feel fine. I can just explore. Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. I made myself spiral so hard. It was fucking nightmare, man. It was just bad. It's like I can talk about it in like third person sort of shit show, but like as soon as it gets like real, I'm like, fuck no. Fuck, I'll just die in this hole. Like, nah, fam, I can't do this shit. The thing I love. I hate my life. Silent left me. Silent will never come back. Such.
Ever feel ashamed?
So light's coming from that side, so we put it over here. We just put, so trick for rocks, if you're just trying to do simple rocks, just put light on one side of them and curve it slightly. It's like you're drawing a, like a dumb spear for class, right? But you only have to really put lines on one side wherever it's highlighted because the implied lines will do the rest. So if like you do that, you'll be like, oh, rock. Just for the context of it being on the ground. I just put a dot and then I curve it slightly up and slightly down. And people are like, oh, rock. And then I'll put some grass here. I don't know if there's grass here. I kind of am just putting it here, and then I'll probably put some cracks here. Like some little fake cracks here. Like it's poking up from like whatever concrete or stuff in here. Eye to eye, and I keep forgetting my. We'll just put some cracks in here. Just light cracks. So you kind of like get the idea. Brilliant. Also, if anyone ever is like, I want art tips, just ask. Like, literally, I don't do tutorials ever because I've never watched tutorials. So I always feel like awkward doing them because I don't know what you're looking for. So if you're ever just like, wow, Pax, I just want to know how you draw backgrounds, or how did you draw that, or what tips can you give me on this? Just ask. I don't bite too much, okay? Like, I don't really bite that much. Sometimes I do, but, like, not that much, you know? I bite at, like, people that deserve it. But, like, don't really hurt too bad. I will make fun of you, though. With that. Boom. Okay. That looks good. Look where we started. How far we came. Now we turn this off and see if we can still recognize it. We can. Look at that. This is how you know you've done it good, because you can turn it off and be like, wow, shape. I'm gonna leave this on, but I am going to erase some of it. I do like the lines, but I'm going to erase some of it. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to take this. Hold on, I need to erase between the hands. Okay. We're gonna go back to new skin. Okay. And now we're gonna test out some shit. Take that away. We don't want IMAD. We want general. We want soft round with pressure. Take this. Bring that up. Now we want pressure quality. Pressure quality. And get the light coming in, right? We're just gonna add our basic color so we can know where to come from here, right? So we got the orange in there. Let's see if we can. This is a brown base, so we can either go with a green or a blue. Let's see what a green looks like, because green's gonna be sickly and I don't want this to be like happy. Green's gonna come in as like life and sickly colors. So let's see, an overlay. Wow, it's really starting to come together. Yeah, we just add some color in. I'm just deciding what color for the shadows. Let's do that, and then we'll bring it down the opacity wise. Okay, and then we'll get the curves up. This is the only time I ever use slopes. So yeah, I don't even have to do math for it. So you know. Slopes suck. Kind of like that, maybe, might be. You're gonna have to add some highlights, of course, but you know, something like that, maybe. We get back here. This fit some color. Light's probably hitting there. Light's probably hitting here. Let's get some on the ground here. Right. We'll get some eraser in here for the shadow areas. Subtract and add, right? It's can't make a sculpture without subtraction, or you can't make an art piece without subtraction and addition. Okay, and zoom out a bit so you guys can see the whole thing. We're gonna make the green a little lighter and see if we can add some other shit to it. Let's see. Does that seem like it's doing it? It doesn't look like it's doing anything to me. Let's do that then. I'm probably gonna have to use a different color, but fuck it, right? Let's just test some shit out. I'm just trying to get it so you guys can see more of it. What's it got, like a blue-green maybe? Like this? We'll add that to like the creases. Creases! Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Alright. Like the really dark places, because blue's gonna really make that the orange. Blue is opposite on the color wheel from the orange / yellow. So it's gonna really make it pop. So we want to get it like really into the darkness so that the orange pops a lot more. So we'll just leave it. The green covers mainly the majority of it, but we'll just leave this for like the dark shadows. The stuff that you want to be pushed. Because art is a push and pull game, and it's just how you push and pull which will make your art piece how you want it to be. You just have to push and pull in whatever way you want. And every artist kind of pushes and pulls in a slightly different way. So just figure out what you like. Now we just, I love the rust look, but we're not going for that. That's soft light. That's overlay. I'm just checking to make sure it did something. Because sometimes you do stuff and then you're like, you check if it did something and it doesn't do shit. And you're like, wow, it's not worth it. Yeah. See, like when I was checking it, I was like, oh, this doesn't look like it did shit. And then like actually erasing it slightly, I'm like, oh, it did. Wowzers. Jesse, we must cook. Yo. Look at him. He's coming together. I just added like 3 color layers. So this is him without the color layers. And then I just added these 3 color layers. And look at the boy. Man be doing shit. I love it. You just... When people are like, oh, I just color with fucking grayscale. Fuck grayscale. Color in blues or browns. Let's be honest. Better midterms. No, I've already done midterms. No, not again. And then we'll come in with a, oh yeah, we did the curves too, so the curves add a bit. Jesse, will you find Texas? No, I miss Jesse. Okay, he perma to Overwatch and horror games. I miss him. Let's just do some some yellow highlights here. Imperma to horror games. No. No. Honestly, what I've missed the most is Jesse and Andy time. I want Jesse and Andy time. Big iron on his hand. Oh no. We've descended. Boop. Boop. Nose. Hat. Hoodie. You know he has the fuck it, wait. I've realized something. I made the hoodie the wrong color. Fuck off. Hold on, we're gonna fix it. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Why is one of my ears going deaf? What the fuck is happening? Don't mind me. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. Shh. No one will know. No one will know. No one will know. Only here. Only people here will know. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Shh. No one knows. No one. No one knows. No one knows. No one knows. I just realized it's the wrong color. Whoopsies. The wrong value, I mean. No one knows. Shh. No one knows. Shh. We won't tell. Don't tell anyone. Why is one of my ears gone? Spread the poison right them out. Oh no. No one knows. Shh. It's fine. Oh. Okay. It's fine. No one knows. Just light here. Boop. Also, Twitch VOD is gonna totally be deleted. L. Honestly, I don't even know why I keep the Twitch VODs up at this point. Because I just stream on YouTube anyways. No one watches on Twitch. I just do it because I'm like, fuck it, why not? Honestly, I was just gonna stream on YouTube today, but then I was like, oh, fuck. They'll know. I must hide my face. Disappear. Go into hiding. I can't come back. I'm too ashamed. I didn't do the arms collar right properly valued 07. Okay, that's fine. Wait. I just realized something. Hold on. Horror game. Yo, one more video. If this last video doesn't push me to 600, you're not probably gonna get a horror game. I win these. I just looked at the horror game thing. I'm like, that's another like 20. And if I post a speed paint next, it's probably not gonna get that shit. I'm saved. I don't have to play a horror game. Because knowing Static would have actually picked an actual horror game and not like what I wanted to play, which is like Little Nightmares. Static would have been like, no. We gotta play a jump scare game. I'd be like, fuck. I'm fucked. Badger on the top left corner will become food. Oh no. Actually, Static was like, I need to make a game about, like I need to make a level, like for his class or something. Or like he was thinking about making a game and he was like, can I use your badgers? I'm like, you can use my badger nightmare that originally started all of the badgers things. Which it's actually pretty cool. Like the dream that started it is actually pretty cool. Let me just zap that out of existence for a second. Like the original nightmare, right? I don't know how my fucking brain comes up with this shit. Especially while it's asleep, man. So it starts right here, right? And then you climb a spiral staircase and you climb it to the top of like this gazebo thing, right? And at the top of the gazebo, you see it's surrounded, right, by like a tube, like a spear circle of water, right? Around it are paddle boats, right? And you have to fight to the death with your partner. 3 a.m. YouTube is different thing, yo. It's only 1 a.m. for me. But you have to fight death with your partner with all the other paddle boats, right? And then once you defeated everyone, you climb the spiral staircase and like it's like fight to the death. Like if they get pushed into the water, right? If someone gets pushed into the water off their paddle boat, a demon comes up and grabs them and pulls them under. I'm like, yeah, okay. And that's just a normal dream. It's not a nightmare at this point in my brain, right? We climb up and we get to a little thing and you walk in and it's like a horror house. Horror house where it's like a bunch of rooms and there's like a demon monster that's like somehow like chasing that you can't see like around, and it's just like climbing over ladders, getting through like little like I guess vents, but like it's just all this shit in this like whorehouse, and then finally like
me and my partner that survived the battle climb up this ladder, and we see like a bedroom with like a window that's like closed and like locked closed, and we have to get this like window open. The monster's like banging on the door, and at this point, it's still not a horror. It's still not a nightmare in my brain. I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, seems about right. Yeah, seems about right. Finally, we get the door open, or the window open. We climb out, and like immediately everything behind us like disappears. Right. Everything disappears, and all that's left in front of us is like a very like peaceful valley. Like a very peaceful valley. Nothing's wrong. Like birds chirping, flying. Like it's like, wow, we're in a love story, like a novel or something dumb, right? And then a guy walks up with a hoodie on, and he walks up and he's like, he has its thing, and his hoodie's like low over his eyes, and we're like, oh my god, who the fuck are you? Are you here? What the fuck? This is a little weird. It's like just a random like city guy in the middle of a fucking beautiful valley. You know, who are you? And then he like raises his head, and you're like, oh, and it's a badger. It's a badger man. It's a badger man under the hood. And you're like, holy fuck. Who the fuck are, why is there a badger man? And then he pulls out a baseball bat with nails all over it and bats me over the head, and then I wake up and have to go to school. And then my brain's like, the last part, that was a nightmare. Everything else leading up to it wasn't. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I told Static about it, and he's like, I want to make that into a game, like a game. And I'm like, sure, fuck it, I don't care. So yeah. Fun, right? Fun times. The badgers are revolting, they are. And then I told my chat about it one night when I was dead on my feet, and they said, now we are badgers, and we are your nightmares. And I was like, oh joy. And then my parents didn't know why my chat was talking about themselves as badgers. So then they've started getting me badger merch. They're like, here's a badger plushie, and here's a badger shirt, and here's some badger stuff. And I'm like, I love that this stemmed from a nightmare I had. And they're like, it's fine. And I was like, okay. Parents try to be supportive, and it's just using my nightmare against me. Just don't let the badgers fight, man. They're gonna come for you. Eat your soul. And then Minecraft added badgers into it, so, you know, we come full circle. Oh, yeah, I've seen the new badger on the update. I had a texture pack when I used to play Minecraft a little bit more, where it turned the foxes into badgers. And people like that, but now we couldn't have foxes, so we've changed. So hopefully we can add badgers, and then we can still have foxies. Honestly, I kind of wish like I knew how to edit texture packs to be like sort of like where like half of it would be foxes and half of it be badgers, depending on like maybe the color or something. Like if we found a white fox, then it would have been a badger. You know, badgers are the only, like one of the other, like there's two animals that like, I always shot the foxes with flaming arrows every time I see one. Oh, then maybe, you know. There's crows and badgers have tamed dogs. And I hate it. There's actually research where like crows have started to domesticate wolves. Like crows have literally started domesticating wolves and like picking favorites and then like training wolves to do shit. Like the ones they've domesticated.
And crows are just kind of chilling there and doing like domesticating wolves into dogs, and we're kind of just like, that's kind of cool. And then at the same time, badgers are out here. Badgers are over here being like, yeah, I need some sleep. Yeah, dreaming. No, that's true. And badgers are over here becoming friends with coyotes. And they're literally like the badgers can't really catch like the really fast stuff on their own. So what they do is like, and at first like all the scientists were like, oh, it's just like for hunting. But now they have research saying that now they have research that's saying that badgers and like wolves will like protect each other's young. And we like scientists, like artists have like dug up like art. They're like, yeah, this always been happening. And all the scientists are like, what do you mean? And they just pull up old art pieces of like badgers and coyotes like sitting and chilling together. And they're like, yeah, this always been happening. You guys are just crazy because you guys are stupid scientists. And scientists are all like, the fuck? But yeah, crows are training wolves to hunt for them. So bird revolution is closer than you think. The realization of the crows know more than you think they do is very real. And they could, honestly, give it 1,000,000 years, I think crows could take over the world. You know, you just keep in mind. Don't disrespect. I saw a crow with a cookie today. A whole ass cookie. So I sit outside to eat, right? And I'm like sitting outside to eat this time. We have a little patio, right? The patio right up here, and it's on top of a building. And I sit here and I eat my sandwich. Yeah, and mainly I sit here and I go here to eat because they have a fountain drink of Coke, and I like drinking it. And I sit here and I watch. I watch stream and I do art and homework, and then I sit over here and there'll be like crows flying around and like having like meetings and shit. So I'm sitting here normal as it is, and I see a crow land right next to like me, like on the light posts right next to me. Floppo will be the new world order. You know what? That's fair. I played a D&D game where Floppo was the big bad and we had to fight him. What happened was I was sitting there and I was eating my like sandwich, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of decent, but as long as I have caffeine, I don't really care. And I look over, and there's just a crow sitting there with a sugar cookie in his mouth, and he's like, "Sup, bitch?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck, who gave you a cookie? Who the fuck gave you a cookie?" This crow just sat and just, like, has a whole ass cookie in his mouth. I was like, "The fuck? Man, who gave you a cookie? Where did you take that from?" Just like my cookie now. I was like, fuck. Fuck, man, the crow has a cookie. Like, at that point, fuck it, right? Oh my god. It was so stupid. I was like, oh my god. Crow cookie. I took a video because I was actually filming a different bird. And I got a video of the crow with a cookie. And I was like, the fuck? I'll try to post that in the Discord. That they'll steal your house, probably. I've been watching them because these crows are a lot smaller than the ones we have at my house. At my home, we have like, okay, so people want to say they're ravens, but ravens are solitary, right? And the ones at my house, like back home, definitely travel in groups of like 6. So I'm like, okay, they're in murders, right? And ravens travel alone. But these things are like as big as cats.
They're like monstrous size. I'm like, the fucking wrong. So I watch like the crows here where I'm going to school, and they're like small. They're baby boys, and they travel in groups too. And I'm like, okay, these are crows. Then the fucking things at my house are fucking size of cats, and if they wanted to, I feel like they could pick up my cat and like take it and like rip it open. Like I'm not questioning these things, you know. So I always kind of watch the crows and be like, how does your smaller, what happened to our monstrous demon crows? Did they eat genes? Like, are there something in the gene factories? Textiles were big here. I was like, is there something in the chemicals in the water? How are you big? I'm not gonna lie. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna lie. And then proceeds to shut up. Good job. E. Most true thing ever. Most true thing ever. I salute you. Beautiful. Beautiful E. God bless. 2 hours, 37 minutes. Pretty good. And I explained all the lore, and I'm now drawing boy. Somehow I found gay boy in the midst of a different fandom by accident, and I didn't realize it till later, and then I was like, oh fuck, he's gay. Why do I always find the gay boys? And no one questioned me, and I'm like, okay, and then, yeah. This hand is huge. I just realized. We can trinket. 2 hours wasted of not running from them. Sure. Could be. This hand is massive. See this hand? This hand is huge. The hand is only supposed to be the size of the face. Why is it big? That's a tip. Hand only supposed to be the size of your face. So if you put your hand up to your face, your hand should be from like the tip of the bottom of your hand up to the top of your finger. So yeah, your hand isn't that big. And there's exceptions to that, but it should be around that size. Oh, close to it, you know. There's exceptions, of course, because not everyone's body is the exact same, but that should be like the kind of like baseline shit show. I'm now 30 feet from your exact location. Haha! Joke's on you. I locked my door. Unless you come to the window and be like, knock, knock, knock. I'm here. I've come. Seeking revenge. And I don't have my swords with me, so I'm fucked, you know. I haven't heard the ambulances in a while. Why whenever I swear there's so many fucking, like when I don't stream, there's so many fucking emergency vehicles go by my fucking window, like, all the time. And then as soon as I start streaming, it's like, wait, you're streaming? Okay, we'll be quiet. Like, the fuck? Why? Why would they do this? Do they know? Holy shit. Yeah, I have this cool friend, and I brought me. Ooh. Scary people. His name is Rock, yeah. Rock is scary. The Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Wowzers. I need to stop. That's what I need to do. I need to be stopped. Everything. See everything. Half my mouth is going down. Oh, I'm screwed. I have class tomorrow.
Dude. So we have to do 30 boards, which isn't that bad. I do 30 boards a lot. But, like, for class, we have to do 30 boards. But we have to do this theme. Right? And the theme, because we haven't had to do themes before. The theme for this one is we have to do, the theme is literally the chase. You can take that in any direction you want. And, like, man, I don't know, man. It's, sometimes themes are interesting, and then sometimes you're like, God, this is gonna be the exact same for every, you know, every fucking project. There's like 20 of us. What should Jason put? I don't know. I don't know what we're chasing. I've got a couple things. I've got a murder plot that I can do. I don't know. What have I written? D&D chase. Wolf Run, which that's OCs. That's Orwith. Axe Murderer comes and bludgeons someone over the head. Chase. Some techno shit. Like Mytho U. And then the Lax Pats, which is another Orwith OC chase, which no one's gonna care about. Also, I have a problem where I can't draw my OCs half the shit time, so I don't really want to do it if I, you know. Whatever. My lawyer advised me not to continue the joke. Dude, I just talked about, the first half of stream was me just talking about, like, the plot line of, like, the dope, like, GTA 5 roleplay, which was a lot of me being like, okay, so this is a video game, but, like, I don't do drugs. But let me explain to you what was happening. What the hell's an OC original character? Like my original story. So I have this story that's been going on, that I've been working on for around 13 years at this point. It's called Orwith. Or Stories of Orwith. Orwith is the place. And a lot of people always ask me, like, oh my god, give me some more OC shit. I want to know your OCs. I want to know your stories and shit. But I have problems drawing them because I originally, when I first made them, I wasn't an artist, so I originally made them as written instead of drawn. So now I have problems drawing them. And is because I made them 3 years before I started actually drawing for, like, real. Because I've been drawing for around 10 years now. And I made them 13 years ago, so, you know, whatever, fuck it, I don't care. So, yep, fun times. Wolf's Run is, they jump the ditch, Wolf's Ditch, and a wolf jumps over with them, takes out his horse, and then proceeds to basically try to fuck him up because he fell off his horse, and wolf about to eat his ass. Last Pax is Escape, where basically it's my villains escaping the city with, like, Storm, and, like, basically it's, like, inspired off, like, Headless Horseman shit, where my hero is, like, riding a black horse and it's just, like, chasing them through the city but doesn't actually know exactly where they are. So it's supposed to be, like, a scary theme, blah blah blah. But no one cares about my OCs ever. Literally. Only me. So, that's fine. I don't expect them to care. I haven't actually introduced any of them, so that makes sense. I haven't drawn them enough for people to care. That makes sense, you know? But at the same time, I don't want to do, like, dumb shit where people are like, what the fuck is this? I've never heard of this before. Because it's so much harder to get people introduced to stuff than just to be like fandom art. And I like doing fandom art, so I just do fandom art. People do, like, when I stream it, though. People do, like, OC streams. They stick around for that. But it's just hard to get like a speed paint done with them. Sorry that I feel okay. Slap that in there. Okay. It's out tonight. I've been working hard on my boundary. I am going to take a blue though. I'm probably gonna touch it up later after stream too. This will be a good start. I'm probably gonna end stream soon, I'm gonna be honest. Because it is 1:30. I started later because my computer was resetting. I almost finished homework and it's making me realize how unskilled I am. Oh no. Dude, I realized the other day I've been doing art for 10 years and I've been like, oh, uh-oh. It makes me, oh no. Someone said help. But yeah, this is like, I'm like, oh fuck. I've been doing art for 10 years and like, God. I went to art-centric high school and now art fucking thing. It's a resume. Oh. I hate resumes. Fucking awful bitches. Resumes are just like, how many service hours did you do? And I'm like, none. I'm antisocial, said help. They're like, oh, well, how many events did you put together? And you're like, none. I'm fucking in high school, bitch. What do you expect from me? I literally, like, no one actually respects me. I'm still a child. They're like, you should have more on your resume. I'm like, bitch, you're fucking 50. You're 50. You have 30 years on me. I literally wasn't even conscious enough to, like, write a paper for more than half my life at this point. You expect me to have skills enough to lead people? Like, you write a resume and they're like, why haven't you had leadership skills? And you're like, I've literally only had a chance to be a leader in the past 3 years. That is not a lot of time. But like, you should have, and you can't use anything from middle school. And you're like, fuck off. You're like, I had that one experience in middle school. No, what? You can't use middle school. I was like, what else do you want me to use? High school. It's like, the fuck? And then also they had me write like resumes like in sophomore year, and then they're like, you've had a year. I'm like, the bitch. Not everyone can be a leader. Like dude, if everyone was a leader at the exact same time, we'd be a fucking mess. Fucking, dude, the best way to be a leader is to know when to be a follower. Like, know when to shut the fuck up, you know? Like, but they don't care about that. They're like, only leadership matters. It's like, I was leading by shutting the fuck up and not trying to overpower someone. Shut the fuck up, you know? Like, what? People are so stupid. Answer is, you can have multiple resumes. I didn't learn that till like college, right? They didn't tell me that in school. They were like, no, you have one resume for everyone. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? But don't put anything on the resume that they don't want to see. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? And then, yeah. And then in college they're like, oh no, you just put on the resume what what you're applying for. You don't need to put everything. I was like, the fuck? And they're like, yeah. What, you gonna put on that you were like a sport when you're trying to get an art job? No, that's stupid. I'm like, okay. No, you just put your art on there. And say that you did commissions for a bit. It's like, oh fuck, okay, yeah, okay. I can do that. Then I told my mom about it. I was like, did you know this? And they're like, she's like, yeah, of course. And I'm like, why didn't no one tell me? Tried my best and only got 5 skills I could think of. Oh. I have public speaking, art, and you slap leadership on there because why not? Leadership. And I ride horses. Done. I did it. I don't know. I gave up I got patience. My friends say that I have the most patience out of all of them because I deal with the shit people longer than they do. And I should be given credit for that. So I have patience. So I think one of my friends once said, Pax, you're the most patient motherfucker I have ever seen. I would have murdered that girl way before now. And I was like, thank you. I'm gonna steal patience. Yes, steal it. Please. I hate it. I don't know where to go with this. Let's just... Fuck it. Let's do the white thing. No, I mean... Fuck, don't quote me. The highlight thing. Someone's gonna clip me. They're gonna cancel me later. That's why I don't stream at 2 a.m. Oh. Dude, I can feel my head. It's probably not a good thing. Ow. I fucking hurt myself. Pathetic. Get the fuck out of here. I'm pathetic. Ow. Oh. Feels like it's gonna start bleeding. Whoopsies. I didn't mean to, please. I don't even have any bandits left. Because I told my parents I need more bandits, and they said, you have enough. And I said, no, this is enough. Yeah. Put that on overlay. Put that on soft light. Come in with the eraser. And then we can add colored shit top, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably zone out again later this week and do the rest of it. There you go. That's pretty good. From starting point. That is pretty good. And then what we can do too is we can play around with colors, right? Let me get this in the right place so you guys can see it. Can you see that decently? Looks like you can. Dun dun. He's having a disco. Look at that disco party. What's the song? I'm done. I feel like it's not good, but it's the truth. Honestly, resumes is your perfect opportunity to lie, and honestly, I never did that, and I just put it out there, and people were like, it's good enough, and I was like, thanks. I don't want to use my brain energy on this. Dude, in class the other day, someone was like, because in my storyboard, right, you saw the storyboard, it's the 30-second storyboard that I posted, right? They were like, you know, I really like how you use the silhouette and the body position to show the mood of the character. And I was like, yeah, I was really concerned about that because everyone in this class is always like, oh, we have to get the face right. You know, the face is the window of the soul. And the teacher's like, yes. There's a really important quote that like everyone follows, and it's if you can draw the eyes and the hands, you don't have to draw anything else, and you've gotten whatever, which is exactly what I tell everyone on stream. I'm always like, they always tell you that the eyes are like the window of the soul, or if you draw the eyes right, you're fine. No, body position. Dude, if you're from far away, you can tell what they're feeling without looking at their eyes. Like, you don't need their eye, you don't need their face. And I was like, yeah, I basically was like, I stood in front of the whole class and I said, yeah, I basically did the exact opposite of that. And he's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, and it worked out just fine. And he's like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, yep. You don't need the eyes. Let's do a purple. Okay, wait, we can't mess with the lightness, but we can mess with the saturation. So we do this, right? Hear me out. And then, with the layer mask thing, which you guys can't see, but you take a black and you can lighten areas. This is what we learned in photo editing, but I just never use it because I'm too annoyed with it half the time. But you erase it by applying black. It's a great tip. It's a great tip. We learned this in photo editing, and then I just proceeded to ignore the thing because I was like, I hate photo editing. But you can like lighten this up, and this is just a simple way to add shadows and shit. Because I want the shadows to be blue, and you can even come back and be like, that was good and everything, but I want the shadows to be green instead, and you just come in and fix it. Or red. Yeah. It's just a fun thingy blobby. And then we can mess with it. You can even get like a different color for the bottom half too. Alright, see, look at her go. Kaleidoscope. How did your first resume like? How did they like your first resume? My first resume, the guy was like, he looked at it. Honestly, the first resume we had to like
he looked at it and he said, "Is that it?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Why don't you do more?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. He's like, "Also, I hate clubs." Which has always been an issue, and everyone hates me for it, but clubs make me way too anxious. Dude, if anyone ever is like precious, if you don't want to do a club, just don't do a fucking club. Like, people have always been like, why don't you do clubs? Like, clubs stress me the fuck out, man. I get way too stressed for clubs. And like social gatherings, they stress me the fuck out. Dude, I'm literally the kid who was like, for Halloween, like during the Halloween like dance or Halloween like party at school, I was like, wow, I'm gonna go. And then my dad was like, but we can watch Band of Brothers. And I was like, I should really go and hang out and be like, you know, social. And he's like, but Band of Brothers. And I was like, but Band of Brothers. And he was like, literally, I had my costume on. I was like literally about to leave. And I was like, Band of Brothers. Sits down on couch, play the show. I want fuck friends. My first resume, they had us like, and they had people from graphic design class, like jobs come in and like look over our resumes like in front of us and then like present our portfolio, and it was just me being like, so this is my art. It was, here's my business card. I actually have it. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. We had to make, fake business cards and, graphic, like, text and shit for, like, a fake brand and everything. Everything's lagging, so probably not. But, we had to like present that to them with a bunch of other like stuff and everything. And oh, maybe I just realized my thing's not plugged in, so it probably won't pull up. Because I think it's only on my flash drive, which is here. Panda Pops, where are they? Where are my Panda Pops? Panda starts with a P. Where's P in the alphabet? Pax. Filza. Panda Pops. Panda Mania. I found it. It was under Panda. Watch I pull this up and it has like my full ass name on it. I don't think it does. I hope it doesn't. Fuck it. This was my sophomore project. Dude, in art school, in high school, I was graphic designer. I need it. I was a graphic designer in high school. So I have a graphic designer background and a painter background. Yeah, Panda Pops. So, you my Panda Pops. You can kind of see search and stuff. Like, I kind of use this border still with like stuff. But we had to make business card thing and then little thingy bob where you eat the panda. That's the whole thing. You eat the panda. A logo and shit. Did this later. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna delete this because I can see the issue. I was like, I don't think it has my name on it. It doesn't, but it has my address. It doesn't have my address. It just has where my high school was. So that's fine. But yeah. I'm being dramatic. But yeah, we had to make magazine covers, logos, banners. We had to edit photos, all that shit. So I got really good at, like, that's why, like, sometimes at like 3 a.m. I'll make like random album cover shit, because I'll just be like, hi, my graphic designer is killing me. I need to do shit now. Someone actually came to me recently, like one of my friends online came to me. I was like, hey, I know you're into graphic design. Ideas for banner or ideas for end screen. I was like, I got you, fam. And I gave them like a really quick concept art, and they're like, yo, thanks. And I was like, yeah, go for it. Because they're also an artist, they're just not, they haven't had experience in like graphic design and shit. So I was just like, yeah, here. Just let me love you. So yeah. I'm gonna go to bed because my mouth hurts. Or like a junior in college or a sophomore. So in high school's after middle, so I did those in sophomore year, which would be 10th grade. So kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is middle school. 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th is high school. So 10th grade. And now I'm in college, which I am technically sophomore, but I am one semester into sophomore. Because I took a gap after I almost failed my first quarter. So, yeah. That's that. You know, online sucks. Online school sucks. But here me streaming. So who knows what's fucking happening. It's so weird, like all the people that succeeded on online school, like online, like Zoom school, never, like all the people I talked to that was like, I loved online, was like, all the people that I talked to that was like, I love online so much, never touched social media. I'm like, the fuck? The fuck you mean? You know, there's a comic about Batman doing drugs. That makes sense to me. Dude, I saw the new Gotham Knights game, and I kind of want to play it. Gonna be honest. I kind of want to play it. It has Tim Drake in it. It's Tim Drake. I mean, fuck it, you know? Oh my god, I'm going to... I'm gonna pass out. Let's add some shadow back in here. I need to eat more, but I just don't. Oh no! I don't eat enough. I know it, because I can feel it in my fucking bones. But eating hard. Dude, that's why I don't want to go on diets or something. Because I feel like if I did, I'd just not eat. And then people be like, why are you eating? I'll be like, cries. Immediately starts crying. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can just like
There you go. And then I'll probably do more textury stuff off stream. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end. We'll zoom out a bit. Sorry for the flashing. Photoshop hates me. There you go. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, so good night. Hope you enjoyed. Don't die. Don't fucking die. I swear to fucking God. You better fucking not. I better see you back here. I swear to fucking God. Okay? I'm looking at you. Okay? Subscribe if you haven't. Like if you haven't. Follow if you haven't. Do all the things if you haven't. Don't fucking die. Don't let the badgers bite. And I'll see you all later. Thank you for sticking by me as my brain turned off for this stream. Because I was really not feeling it before. But I'm kind of happy now, so that's fun. I like being happy. Happy's fun. So, thank you. Hello, Pax. If you need free advice. Oh my god. It's a scammer at the very left. Oh my god. Is that the fucking non-binary shit? Oh my god. Do you think they think I'm non-binary? That'd be cool. Wait, no. No, I wouldn't. No, that's baiting. No. Hello, Pax. No. I'm ending stream. Bye. Fuck off. Fuck off. I don't know. Follow. Bet you haven't followed. You're gonna ask me this and not follow? That's cringe. That's fucked. That's fucked. That's super fucked. I'm just saying. Oh no, no one said binary before. Everyone says lesbian. Everyone thinks lesbian, not binary. Not binary? Or is that gender fluid? Gender fluid? No one ever says gender fluid. They say, are you a lesbian? I'm like, no. No, I like guys, please. Please. Okay, don't die. Don't fucking die. Don't let the badger bite.